Hello. Video call, thanks. Yeah, I'm sure that it doesn't look like Civilization, probably because it's not. We're going to be doing some, taking a look at some YouTube. I'm an idiot and forgot to set up the alert thing for the new stream. That was my bad. Hey. Alright, let's see if we can... Hey, look! Transitions. They're a thing that exist. Got my San Pellegrino, and we're getting ready to kind of start here. Just trying to make sure everything's set up correctly. Not sponsored. No. No sponsorships here, sadly. Oh, a face. I've been doing the face cam thing for a little while. I've done the face cam thing before too. It's fine. Hello there, Dan. Alright, I think everything's just about set up. It looks okay anyway, at least on my end. Let me know if it's not. Beautiful. We have a few excellent videos today that I found. We'll find more. Trust me, we'll find more in the stream, but I've already found a couple that look just delicious. I was in the Saturday stream. Oh yeah, alright. I remember that, yeah. It was a lot of fun. What are we doing again today? We are watching terrible hacking advice from YouTube, of all places. You know, I learned how to hack on YouTube, don't you? Right? That's where I got all my skills. Only the best, highest quality dumpster fires, exactly. A little bit of zircon in the background just to make it extra special. It's good. I ended up drinking this entire San Pellegrino before we even started. Alright, and on that note, let's take a look at our first video. So our first video that we're checking out today is hacking Instagram with Kali Linux 100% sure. Whatever that means. Hopefully you didn't catch that. Sorry. Dude, guess what? What's up, Daniel? Hey, look at that. It actually works. Haha. It's almost like I'm a professional or something. I'm running perfectly smooth on Twitch at 1080/60. Awesome. Finally, Twitch gets their shit together. It only took forever. So before we go into this video, apparently, a slight warning for you. The creator of this video is not responsible for your any action. I'm only 13 and planning to work for your CEH when I get older. Enjoy! Honestly, it sounds like it's kind of cool. So yeah, if you can do it, go for it. Alright, what do we got? Well, one of the things that we don't have is music or audio of any sort. So that's interesting. Is there actually just no audio? Alright, well, we'll keep listening to our music then. Let's see. What is this? It's brute exploit? Okay, so they're trying to brute force stuff? Oh shit, he's got Kali open. Set game, just chatting. Oh! Oh yeah, I forgot to set the game from Civ 5 or Civ 6. You know, I always forget something. I really should just write like a list down of things I need to check, but I don't because I'm lazy. Oh damn, he's got Kali, he's gotta be good, right? Internet connection local only. Your internet is not working correctly. Your OS is not able to resolve hostnames over terminal using ping. Okay, I'm confused. All right, so how are we gonna hack, or how are we gonna brute force Instagram with no internet connection? It seems like there's an internet connection. At least it's connected in the top right. That's strange. It's a Tiri and a Dan, both. Okay, so we've got lists, sure. Yeah. Brutesploit looks interesting. I don't know if it's a professional tool that many people use, but if it can transform word lists, then great, sure. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it looks like a neat little brute forcing tool. It's very flashy. I'm not a huge fan of the tools that are super flashy because they're difficult to automate. Oh, it's Screet Sec Blue Sploit. Thank you, Mr. Happy Gentleman. I appreciate it. So we're just going from a username and word list thing here, I guess. Hopefully they're doing some sort of transforms on it, otherwise it's kind of useless. Brutesploit is a collection of method for automated... Wow, okay. Hang on. Brutesploit is a collection of method for automated generate brute force and manipulation word list with interactive shell that can be used during a penetration test to enumerate and maybe can be used in CTF for manipulation, combine, transform, and permutation some words or file text. That was English. Description is a little chingly. Yeah, Englishy? Chinglishy. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's well, if it's a tool that works, I assume it works, right? If it works, then great. Set proxy list. Okay, so they're actually using proxies, I guess. And 10 threads. This is only highly illegal, by the way. Thank you for posting your illegal activities on YouTube for all the rest of us to enjoy. No, there's nothing in the Instagram terms of service that allows you to pen test their systems or try and brute force anyone's account on it, or bypass their brute force prevention systems. So it's just a straight word list, so you're relying on the person to have a password that's in a word list. We're brute forcing passwords. Okay. That was it. Okay. That was the whole thing. Just brute forced someone's password using a default password list. Okay. Don't worry, he's got a disclaimer, yeah, right? It's totally not illegal if you put up a disclaimer or something. Alright, well, that was okay, I guess. Sure. It wasn't anything revolutionary, that's for sure. I don't think you can 100% sure hack Instagram with Kali Linux using this particular technique. So I'm not sure exactly what their claims are here or how valid they are. I'm not sure that this is something that can be done every single time, but sure. Also, you know, two-factor authentication is a thing that exists. I'm not sure if Instagram does it or not. I don't think it does. It didn't give me the option anyway. The most important part, of course, as long as you mention this illegal. Yeah, right? Okay. Well, I've done some search terms in YouTube that are a little iffy. As far as like the legality of things, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So the bad thing about San Pellegrino or just carbonated beverages in general is when you drink them, You tend to burp a lot, so my apologies. I'm really trying my hardest not to do so, but it's got that rumbly in my tummy. Sorry. Alright, I'm going to show you how to hack Area 51 step by step, but don't do it. The most important thing, also, we're going to watch some 60 Minutes because it seems hilarious, but yeah, don't do it. Do as I say, not as I do. Yes. Perfect. What's your favorite Hack the Box box? So far I have none because I haven't... Oh, Jesus. So far I have none because, quite simply, I haven't done it in a while. That's my reasoning. I know it's poor, but sorry. I just haven't done it in a long time, so it's difficult to say what my favorite is, because, yeah. Hey, nice to see you again. Can you recommend me a long-range Wi-Fi adapter for penetration testing? Why? How far? That's the real question, is how far away are you attempting to go? The thing with Wi-Fi and antennas, there's a cat in the background that's sneezing. Let's put this on for a second. So the thing about Wi-Fi and antennas is there's a few different types of antenna. You can have like an omnidirectional antenna. You can have a what are the beam antennas? Jesus, those things. Yes, you can have beam antenna, things like that. It depends. Generally, when you have an antenna that's just a single beam from one place to another, it's going to be a lot longer range. But you're gonna have to be pretty pinpoint accurate depending on how far and how powerful. Yeah, it really depends. Oh shit. Oh, what's this? Amazon link. The Amazon link goes to a alpha long-range dual-band Wi-Fi adapter. That'll work just fine, probably, depending on how far away you are. Maybe it's a stroller reference, but I've seen it on Linus Tech Tips. I like the antenna. Yeah. Why? I have to ask. Why? Why? So the question is, what purpose do you have for a long-range antenna? And again, I'm thinking long range as in like miles, not down the block. Okay, I'm even thinking down the block. Why? Yeah. That's a hell of a long link, right? Yeah, it's I probably should have had time to roll. It's fine. It really depends. Yeah. Long range, check out the Yagi. Yeah, Yagi is fantastic. Isn't like three quarters of that just referral? Yes, it is, actually. You can get away with just the DP and then the B00V, blah, blah, blah. And then all the rest of that you can chop off, all the reference. That's what I do. A little bit shorter. And people don't know how you got there, so they think it's magic. All right, let's pause this and take a look at this 60 Minutes thing, because this seems interesting.
A new 60 Minutes report reveals it may be much easier to hack into a personal cell phone than you might think.
Ooh,
Nearly
scary.
2/3 of Americans own a smartphone. Attacks on phones are growing, and that puts the personal information of millions of Americans at risk. On this Sunday's 60 Minutes, Sharon Alfonsi investigates why phones are so vulnerable. She also looks at the surprising role hackers play in protecting our data. Sharon, good morning.
Good morning. Well, as the number of mobile devices explodes, so does the number of attacks on our cell phones.
Right, because it's a bigger attack surface.
Hacked, but often you don't. We sat down with some of the world's best hackers who showed us just how easy it is for them to
That guy looks like Megamind. Yeah, a little bit.
access to everything on your phone. Is
Everything.
hackable?
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
If somebody
Yes,
tells you
duh.
you can't do it.
I don't believe it.
John Herring offered to prove it. So he gathered a group of ace hackers at our Las Vegas hotel.
Ace
Each of
hackers.
them a specialist in cracking mobile devices and figuring out how to protect them.
Okay.
You put your money in a bank that didn't test the locks on their safes, you know.
Oh man, a professional new outlet for sensationalism. I can read. Prepare for sensationalism, yes. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, of course.
We need to try and break it to make sure that the bad guys can't.
How easy is it to break the phone?
I can English.
Very easy.
As you've seen, pretty trivial.
So do I need to connect to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It started when we logged on to the hotel Wi-Fi. At least it looked like the hotel Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Herring had created a ghost version. It's called spoofing.
I mean, this looks legitimate.
Oh,
It looks very legitimate.
install profile for easy access. I get it. So they're telling you to download and install a random APK for access to the internet because reasons. Sure. Just don't be an idiot. Damn, I gotta buy overpriced obsolete BlackBerry so hackers don't steal my $7 from my bank. Excuse me, wow. Don't steal my $70 from my bank account. That hits home. That's what do the kids call it? Mood. That's mood. A you ethical hacker or something. Evil twin creative, I know, right? Oh boy, how unexpected. Yeah, create an evil twin, have people download the thing. Don't be an idiot, duh.
And I have your email.
You have access to my email right now?
Yeah, it's coming through right now. I actually...
Okay, I've actually done this before. The way that a lot of email works is via POP3, IMAP, something like that, right? The problem is it sends those credentials in plain text, and you can probably force it to send those credentials in plain text. So even if you're logging in via like an app password or your regular password, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you're logging in with whatever, a lot of those times, if it's not sent through plain text already, by default, it's going to be sent through plain text. Because that's how those protocols work. So you can just sniff the password on the wire that you're on. It doesn't matter. You don't even have to control the network. You just have to be a part of the network. I hacked a Facebook account with Wi-Fi Fisher. Yeah, exactly. It's the same kind of thing. Installing stuff you don't need to, like keyloggers. Right, exactly, right? Don't install random fucking APKs or just software in general. Especially not stuff that Wi-Fi asks you to. If a Wi-Fi network is asking you to install a program to access the Wi-Fi, don't do it. That's just asking for trouble.
I now have a ride-sharing application up here. All the information that's being transmitted, including your account ID, your mobile phone, which I just got the mobile number. Then more importantly, I have all the credit cards associated with that account.
So email is the easiest thing to hack, and it's also one of the most important things that you can hack with somebody. So a lot of companies like Google will try and secure your email because, reasons, obvious reasons, I would hope. Because your email can be used for, I don't know if a lot of people don't think about this, but you set your email up with various services so that way you can do password resets. If you send a password reset from Facebook, it goes to your email. So if I have access to your email, I have access to your entire life, really. I can just password reset everything. I don't need to hack any of your other accounts. I have your other accounts. So secure your email. And that's why people recommend VPNs and public Wi-Fi. The more you know, right? I'm not even close to being a hacker, although I'm learning to code and paving my way through. That's what you do. You learn to code, and there you go. Insert Nauticon theme. I just spraying cotton in my vape. Don't vape. Excuse me. Wow. Don't vape and problem solved. That's all I got, sorry. This is the reason I asked about the antenna. That's because the one that I have that they gave me doesn't work in monitor mode. Oh. You only need Alpha, Yogi, things like that. You have to have specific chips or chipsets that are that can support monitor mode. You have to take a look at the chipset, not just the antenna. An antenna you can attach to anything, but you need the chipset to run that antenna. And some chipsets support monitor mode, some don't. Yes, when you hack a Gmail, you can see their safe passwords. Sometimes. It depends on the service. Hopefully most services don't, but you can just send a password reset email. That's the thing. You have email, you have everything. Exactly. And this is why we do two-factor authentication on all our accounts. Because exactly that. At least they're doing something, yeah, right? And so how secure is your email? How secure is my email? I have two-factor authentication and a randomly generated password on my email. Even if you got my password, unless it's an app password, which generally bypasses two-factor authentication, you'd still have to go through my 2FA. So even if you capture my password, which I usually sign into normal password, not an app password, for that reason, if you get access to my email, or if you get access to my password somehow, you still don't have access to my email or my account, you still need my two-factor authentication code, which is on my YubiKey or my phone. So you'd still need access to my phone, at least. I just get back to my pack of 2 a day. No. 2FA on literally everything. Exactly, yeah. That's the whole thing. You get 2FA on everything and boom. It's mostly more secure. There's still ways to bypass two-factor authentication, and there are still two-factor authentication methods that aren't great, such as SMS, but that's a whole nother ballgame. At least then it's more difficult.
Now, the hack that you just saw only took a matter of minutes, and I was fooled by that fake Wi-Fi. But in other demonstrations that we're going to show you on Sunday, the hackers were able to exploit a hole in the global cellular network and get into our phones, turn on our cameras, listen to us. All they needed for that was a phone number. With just the phone number, they could hack into my phone.
That seems a little sensationalist, but if that's actually what she's saying, then that's actually really big and should be patched.
It's incredible. So what do you think the greatest weakness is in mobile security?
I mean, we're the greatest weakness because, like what I just did, where it said, you know, the hotel name and the Wi-Fi.
Holy shit.
That was it. I connected.
They really hit that on the head. I was the biggest weakness. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I would say. I don't know if they intended for that to be as profound as it was, but yeah, that is actually like, yeah, that's it. We, the humans, are by far the biggest weakness in any security, anything. That's insane. Again, I don't know if that was intended, but wow. Yeah, right? Jesus. I was expecting like, oh, what's the biggest weakness? Oh, we need more security. We need more people on security. No. Holy shit.
They really easily got control of my phone. But there's this bigger problem of this hole in the global cellular network. It doesn't matter what you do, what decisions you make, whether you turn location services on or off, they can still get into your cell phone.
Did they know anything about who hacked the FBI got to hack the San Bernardino phone?
Do those guys know? You'd have to ask them, and I guarantee they wouldn't answer.
But Sharon, if you're staying at the Four Seasons Hotel and it says Four Seasons Wi-Fi, why would you doubt that?
Why would you doubt that?
That's
it said Four Seasons Wi-Fi.
And you're at the Four Seasons,
You
so
don't
what do
know.
we do in that situation?
You don't know. And it is not, when it says free Wi-Fi, I mean, there's the ones that are so obvious.
Sure.
Free Wi-Fi, connect here. You're like, oh, that's probably not legitimate. But when it says Four Seasons Wi-Fi.
And then they screwed it up. It's still like, okay, yeah, there's a slightly, it's a different issue, but it's not nearly as big as, you know, the human aspect of security. These people these days want easy access to an account. That's the reason that people get hacked. Exactly. Humans is the worst backdoor. Humans are the worst backdoor. I can English. Yes. Yeah, exactly.
You think it's the Four Seasons Wi-Fi. You don't know. You don't know.
Huge ass open
Peter
gate, yeah.
Greenberg, he has told us before, don't turn on your Wi-Fi and check your bank account when you're on a public system like at the airport or something like that, because that's extreme.
So yeah, so how do you prevent this? Well, you don't. Sort of. I kind of agree with that. Training, mostly. You prevent it through training, but the problem is currently we have people that don't particularly want to use technology or care about it too much, and so those people are always going to be vulnerable. But I'm hoping that kind of as generations progress and more people are ingrained into their technology that they're using, not only does security get better, but practices also get better. And we're starting to see that as well, where you end up with these kids who know a lot more about certain bits of tech than I do, which is a little bit scary at times. I had this AU2 English 101, I know, right? It's so, I mean, I've seen kids who are better at programming than I am, and that's terrifying because I consider myself to be pretty decent at programming. So I'm hoping that this extends to security as well, and that more and more it just becomes a part of daily life to know, hey, this probably isn't legit, and this guy in Nigeria probably doesn't need your money. You know, maybe we'll see more of that, but those phishing emails, they wouldn't send them if they didn't work. So that's a little sad to think about. That's to get my mother her first smartphone, right? Yeah.
Vulnerable. You say even though if you're getting dressed or whatever, they can have access to your camera on your phone?
Yeah, so think about this. So with just the phone number, they were able to access my phone. So can I borrow your phone for a second because I didn't bring mine?
Yeah.
So my phone looked just like this. It didn't light up. No light came on.
Yeah.
And they were able to watch me and listen to me.
Isn't that that's a hardware thing, isn't it? Same with the Logitech C920s, the webcam that I'm using now. There's a blue light on the edge of it that shows up whenever it's on and recording. I think that's a hardware thing. I don't think you can bypass that. I mean, maybe on that particular smartphone they didn't have that feature just yet, but it seems like a lot more smartphones are getting kind of similar features where if the camera's on, there's a light that shows up, and that's in hardware. You can't really turn that off. I'm not sure if that's a thing. Excuse me. Wow. I'm not sure if that's a thing or not.
So imagine
Some
you
call
take
to run
your
away?
phone into a meeting,
Maybe.
you place it on the desk. You take your phone, when you're getting dressed in the morning. They could be watching you, and you wouldn't know. Now, the reality is they don't care about most of us. They're not going to try to hack our phones. The bigger issue here is politics.
I think this chick actually knows what she's talking about. I'll be entirely honest. That was a surprise. I'm not used to news anchors actually knowing what they're talking about. But, I mean, listen to this again. Like, holy shit.
They could be watching you, and you wouldn't know. Now, the reality is they don't care about most of us.
That's the thing. So many people, holy shit. Again, hitting the nail on the head twice in the same, segment here. Again, I'm just not used to newscasters getting this so correct. And hi, DM Knight, is this whole mentality of everyone has to be 100% secure because and the NSA is after you, the Russian government is after your info, yada yada yada. As it turns out, 99% of the time that's not true. You have to look at your threat actor. Who is your threat actor? Not who is the government's threat actor. Who is your personal threat actor? Who is most likely to go after your information? And the answer is pretty much nobody. At least not directly you. Not unless you're famous. So you don't really have to worry about it. And so many people get that wrong, and they're like, I have to secure myself against the NSA. Everyone's spying on me. I need to put tape over my webcams. And I see that so often where people will put tape over their webcams or, whatever, right? And the reality is nobody's targeting you. You're not that interesting. Sorry. That's it. You're just not as interesting as you think you are, and nobody really wants to look at you or watch you. Eating popcorn on the couch while you're watching TV? It's not interesting. Sorry. Yeah. Siri's always listening for keywords. It's true. That's probably the most scary thing currently out there is the Google Home and the Siri listening for keywords. And even that's not too bad. So that's good. How old is this? This particular video was uploaded in 2016, so not too recently, but not recent. Does that make sense? Probably 2015, 2016. I believe. I don't care about hot, famous, naked chick. That sounds like a gold mine. Right. Surprising, news anchors usually try to hype shit up and then end up saying nonsense, but she kind of knows what she's talking about. Yeah, right? It's interesting. Average Joe just gets hit by a lowlife or bot attempting identity theft. Exactly. You just had, most people, they just need to be trained to watch out for Nigerian prince scams, or I guess 401 scams, things like that. Basically, your low-hanging fruit that targets everybody. And then once you get up in notoriety, once you actually end up famous or something happens, right, then you have to be trained to look out for slightly more targeted attacks. If you're the government, then you have to watch out for nation states. But until you're the government, you don't. That's the reality of things. And most people do. And most people are like, I gotta hide everything, gotta secure everything. It's, I guess, better to be ultra safe than not. But security fatigue is a real thing that exists. And people are often, it's difficult to use security correctly. And intentionally so, because security is supposed to add barriers to entry. So security fatigue is a real thing that exists. People will sit there and go, I don't want to put in my two-factor authentication. Can't I just disable it? And yeah, you can. That's... you just need to kind of be prepared for the level of person or the threat actor that you think is going to attack you. Not anymore, because you don't want to put more barriers to your own access, because otherwise you'll end up with security fatigue and you'll just end up either disabling or not re-enabling your existing security or bypassing it in some other way. And that's not good, because it just offers a false sense of security. I'm cooking up meth, printing 1K bills, and have a girl locked up in the basement. That isn't the reason to cover up my webcam and use non-logging VPNs. Yeah, exactly. What a lifestyle. It's a great way of living. Jesus. That sounds amazing. Where can I get a hookup in there? Please don't come after me. Famous singers leaked X tape in my country a few months ago. Her house's security cam was hacked and she had X in the room that has security cam. Exactly, yeah. CIA of cybersecurity. So if you're famous, obviously, yes, you have to look out for a different level of threat actor. But if you're not, then nobody cares about you. I'm sorry, but nobody cares. I honestly believe that Siri and other bots would listen for keywords for advertisement suggestions presently, and governments would put trigger words if they needed to through the same method. Probably, yeah. And again, that's what's scary about it. But again, it's probably not happening. Just mind the yes. My house is super secure. Her bathroom even has security cameras. How I Met Your Mother. Yeah.
They're not going to try to hack our phones. The bigger issue here is politicians, business leaders that could easily be spied on.
Wow.
There you go.
Really interesting. Thank you, Sharon.
Really scary.
That's scary stuff. Yeah.
Turn your phone over.
Jesus. I get it. It's a joke.
All right, thank you, Sharon. And Sharon's
Wasn't
going
a
to
great
look
joke,
at how
but
hackers
I get
pose
it.
a risk to national security. That's all Sunday on...
Nobody wants to see my nudes. No, nobody wants to see your nudes. Sorry. Yeah, that was actually really well said. I was not expecting a news anchor to kind of really hit the nail on the head there. Yeah, wow. Okay, that was impressive. So we got two really good bits of important information out there. One, that nobody wants to see your nudes, and two, that hacking is kind of difficult and not a lot of people do it, and it turns out that targeted attacks are a thing, but if you're just somewhat smart, you can avoid them. And humans are by far the biggest weakness in any security plan or policy. So accounting for that is good. When you're in the security field, when you're blue team, when you are the people who are defending against these attackers, you have to keep these things in mind. Humans are going to be your biggest weakness by far. Security fatigue is a real thing that exists, and many people will suffer from it. And attacking particular people is difficult, and attacking a mass amount of people is easy and still gets money. Please don't swap me. Nope. They never showed the exploit with a phone number. Yeah, that sounded interesting, actually. I kind of want to take a look at that. This is supposed to be like terrible hacking advice, but I'm kind of curious. Like, what does that look like? I assume it's like a SIM card. I know MP Gentleman was talking about that earlier, but maybe a SIM card attack or leak or something? I'm not sure. It's interesting, though. Disappointed. I thought you were here to watch the worst, right? Would you try Parrot OS? I'm a new developer of Parrot, and it would be awesome if you try it, the next 4.9 version. That sounds interesting. I mean, I've actually have installed Parrot OS on some of the laptops that we have at the lab for hacking. Yeah, honestly, again, it's like Kali. It's a tool set. Use whatever tool set you're more comfortable with. Even like Parrot OS and Kali are even based off the same distro, Debian. So it doesn't really matter which one do you use. So sure, yeah, they're both tool sets. They both work fine. Sure, use whatever you're more comfortable with. I'm coming here to watch real professionals. I'm sorry. I like Parrot OS personally. Yeah, it's personal preference. 2 out of 10. Haven't seen 600 words per minute keyboard smashing. I haven't heard I'm in yet. I'm in. I'm Batman. That's all I got. So while I find the next video to watch, Again, that was more real than I was expecting. I saw 60 minutes, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. No, actually it was really good. Shit. Suddenly we're in a point where it's it was still interesting to talk about, but it wasn't as fun as I was expecting, but it's still kind of cool to kind of sit and kind of talk about these different issues that we actually face, you know? Like the real world situations that happen. The thing I hate is people put 100% trust on AV, and that is wrong. Yeah. I don't know any particular person that puts 100% trust in antivirus, but yeah. I mean, antivirus is a huge barrier though. Like, when you're attacking someone, antivirus can, if it's configured properly, can definitely help that other person and not you. Yeah, I just switched gears like 6 times there, but antivirus is good. That's what I mean. Why don't you react to some movies hacking scenes? Yes. Here we go. I have the perfect one, I think. Or 3. Alright, there we go. Let's take a look. Oop. Hopefully it's not copyrighted music, we'll find out. It probably is. My father. King Fury, nuke. Alright, Hey, I can button. Alright, best hacking scenes in movies. Let's take a look. Ooh, that was loud. Just ripped off Pixar. Saw that coming a mile away. Stood in 2016 and now I'm on a list.
Istanbul. Any server, any connection. The modern battlefield is everywhere. Which means
yeah,
you don't have to sit in the ditch eating MREs or dodging mortar fire. It means that if there is another 9/11, it'll be your fault.
That's scary. So this is... I can't really speak to this because I don't know exactly how this works, but I'm pretty sure this is slightly over-dramatized for the movie. Yeah, the whole, like, CIA entering the... I don't know if you've seen Snowden, but this is where he kind of gets into the CIA and starts working on top-secret projects, yada yada, right? Want a real bad hacking tutorial? Type in how to hack Facebook accounts and watch a bunch of kids teaching you how to use inspect to change elements, pretend it's hacking. That sounds amazing, and we should totally do it today. I'm reinstalling his OS like 4 times a year and switching all passwords because all these shady point sites. I'm sorry. Antivirus is good. So by the way, just a quick aside, for somebody who doesn't know much about computers, there's a couple of things you can do. 1, install uBlock Origin. That's like the first thing that you should do. Install uBlock Origin and hide it in the Chrome menu. Okay, well, 1, install Chrome. I know Firefox is, but whatever. No. Trust me, install Chrome. Because this is the average Joe you're talking about, and they don't fucking care about their privacy. Or Firefox, or that X is better than Y. Chrome is the easiest browser to use, so it's the best browser to use for these people. It's fine. 1, install Chrome. 2, install uBlock Origin. 3, install HTTPS everywhere, and hide both of those, and set up uBlock Origin to actually set up all the malware lists on uBlock Origin, things like that, right? And then 4, install an antivirus, and 5, get Windows 10 set up with what is it? Windows Defender. So do those basic things. Also set UAC to full. Yes, really. Set UAC to full. And then let them have at it. It's fine. So it was in a previous stream. That is true. Yeah. Edward Snowden, I know. We're looking at best hacking scenes in movies and we're immediately jumping into Edward Snowden, right? Privacy Badger, if no Firefox angers you. Firefox is great. I love Firefox, but it is terrible for the average Joe. Don't do it. Also, somehow he once managed to install McAfee and Avast in a single day. I waited for like 20 minutes until the uninstall pop-up even showed. Again, trust me, install uBlock Origin, he won't get those pop-ups anymore. It's fine.
Just as the last one was my generation's.
I was talking generations, that's right.
I don't want to live with that burden.
I'm the rough, gruff, ex-military person. And I'm gonna train you up to be good, just like I never was. So I'm gonna be a father figure to you. Hey, movie logic. Firefox is life, Firefox is love. I like Firefox.
Aptitude test. Each of you is going to build a covert communications network in your home city. You're going to deploy it, back up your site, destroy it, and restore it again. The point of this exercise is to keep your infrastructure up and running securely. The average test time is 5 hours.
And this is where the Snowden shows off his moves. The whole like, this is how I do things, and it's so much quicker than everybody else, and I'm so much better. Yada yada. In reality, nobody's that good. Sorry, nobody is that good. I use Fidelis solution. Even if you are that good, progress bars aren't that good. You could be limited by how fast your computer moves. I used Fidelis solution before. It was a demo in a bank. I loved it. EDR modules in AV is very good. Yeah. Yeah. I have Opera and Firefox. Opera works. I personally am not a huge fan of Opera, but it's fine. Opera is actually kind of dope. They introduced the gestures before any of the other browsers did, and that was actually really good. You could try setting up an app locker on Windows, define rules on what types of applications can run when and where. You can, yeah. Generally, I like not locking people out of their own systems, because then they call me and complain that they've been locked out. But yes, you can.
If you take more than 8, you will fail.
All right, Mr. Super Hacker here, who's apparently broken the information barrier for speed. Again, not sure if this is copyrighted music. It probably is, though. Let's be entirely honest. Oh, you completed it in 3 hours. That's exactly, yeah.
Mr. O'Brien? I'm done, sir.
You don't have to tell me when you completed a stage.
No, I finished the whole thing.
It's been 40 minutes.
38.
Oh, I'm sorry, 40 minutes.
38 minutes.
I get it. It's a movie. It's fine.
Let's see where you screwed up.
I'm not sure how this constitutes as like a hacking scene in movies. I mean, we started off with Snowden because, yeah, does Snowden, but like, again, this has just put me on the list. Thanks, guys. But I'm not sure exactly how this is a hacking scene in any movie. Sure.
So we had to do it in order, sir. So I broke the sequence to save time, and I automated the backup process to run as I built the site.
Eyes on screens.
Again, nobody's that fast. Sorry. Even if you break the rules. Yes, that's impressive, but you contacted an FBI agent. A joint task force. This is how email looks on everybody's computers, by the way. I don't know about you, but my email is like a green terminal or green text on black terminal. That's how I read my emails. That's seen as doing a backup of the servers, yeah. Typical black background, colorful text with unreadable info scrolling through fast enough. I just can't read it. That's actually, yeah. Yep. It's unreadable. I have to wonder, is this like this one particular person reads their emails on a black background with green text, or does everybody in the company have to do this? Because I would quit. I have to wonder. I get like 4 calls a day, save for shit, him switching keyboard languages on his phone. Jesus. I'm sorry. Maybe it doesn't print out the output of ls in a single lines like that. ls-l does. I usually use -l, or LL does, actually. Only true professionals read their emails in command.exe. Yeah, China, Russia, always, yeah. You don't use the terminal for emails? No. No, do you? How do you read HTML emails? Fucking dyslexia would be all over the place. Right, exactly. Dear Lord.
When he downloaded the PDF.
Mm-hmm.
What he downloaded was the keylogger.
Is that like... Hang on, is that Thor? I had to... Hang on a minute.
When he downloaded the PDF, what he downloaded was the key.
Shit, I think that's Thor. God. Some people fall real low. I like the membrane there, the shot of the keyboard from below. Just shows you he's typing on a really shit keyboard, because you can see that like deck flex on the entire board. Just the whole thing is just shaking as he's typing. It's a terrible keyboard. Get a better one. You deserve better. I mean, print a line, delay the print. Oh yeah, yeah. Black Green Thunderbird theme for life. It's just... Yeah, this movie reads hex code and told about the malware behavior. You just open a PDF file. Like, how the fuck did it turn into an exe? There's exploits for PDFs. There has been exploits in the past where you insert malicious code into a PDF and you can run it on the system. So that's realistic enough. It's super flashy, but the technique is realistic enough. Like, again, this whole, like, super... I have to wonder here, right? So there's... What is this? What is that in the background? Like, what is going on there? There's, like, stick people? What is the purpose of this? So, what hacker just watches stick... How... I'm gonna drink my San Pellegrino. Alright, but at least the technique itself is realistic enough. Wait, what? Hang on a minute. What just happened? Props to the PDF guy for actually having a password like that. PDF backdoor screwed that up, but still. I know, right? Like, that is a hella password. Also, new password, confirm new password. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, how do you... Jesus Christ. I don't know who has a password like that. Like, who just comes up with that kind of password? Like, I use a password manager for my randomly generated ones, but yeah, props. Seriously, that's freaking awesome, man. Gotta have them geometrically rolling in the background for the hacker aesthetic. 3D models have to be in the background to make it real hacking, exactly. Those stick people make me angry. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. That's a super secure password. I don't know anybody that does that. Shit. Mm-hmm. What is this? This gives you nothing. This means nothing. It shows you nothing. It gives you nothing. What is it doing? Yeah, I traded in all my hacking tools for pretty graphics. Great. What do they do? Nothing. Okay. Bash the keyboard with your head. Strong random password. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, this is definitely copyrighted music. Hang on, that's not... let's lower that way down. There we go. Die Hard 4. Okay, hang on a minute. The energy drinks are real. Alright, hacklogs1.fyx, hacklogs1.fyx, hacklogs2.fyx. It's an fyx file. Not actually sure. Secure copy something. That's just keyboard I'm in. Actually, my passwords are written manually, randomish, capital, lowercase, number, symbol sequence. I remember most of them. How? Just use a password manager, man. What do you mean? It tells you it's reloading the file and reconstructing endpoints. Yes. Yes, of course. What the heck, is that just DNA strand? What does that have to do with hacking? Nothing! It's pretty. Mute. And map equals hacking, yes. Yeah, sounds good. I gotta find that later. Looks like he dragged a file and now it's showing a thing. It was distributing the file to other places. Maybe? Print the second line after you print the third line. Okay. Okay, hang on. What's on the desktop here? So let's play the game. What do they have on the desktop and why? I think that ball over there, that shiny ball, I think that's actually a pinball, like Windows XP pinball. I think this movie might be old enough to have Windows XP pinball on it, judging by the quality here. Was a young girl riot. So I finally showed up for a stream. Hello, it's a KB. Thank you so much for showing up for the stream. I appreciate it. That's a cool IRC client, right? Actually, that's I would like that IRC client. I kind of want that now. Like, is there an IRC client like that? It's actually somewhat usable. So maybe. Like, seriously, who made that? I need that. Mmap VV. Yeah, maybe. It's a messy desktop, right? I'm thinking I want to play some Windows XP pinball now. So the FBI will take you to jail within 3 minutes. Oh, jeez. It's really hard to tell what the rest of this is. It looks like only thing I can really tell is I'm pretty sure that's pinball. The rest of it, it's difficult to say. It looks like maybe CD burner software. God, it's so blurry, it's hard to tell. It looks like CD burner software and maybe hard drive, like another hard drive or something. Wait a minute, that's not macOS on that Apple. No, it's not. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it isn't. It's beautiful. What is this Windows like system on Apple device? I don't know. I like how he's like, ah, shit, this is my drink. Oh, that was it. Okay. Die Hard 4. Oh, beautiful. Oh, look at all of that information that you just can't read. What is any of this? Ah, Die Hard, I love you. 100% IP search. Yep, and that's how that works. Connected to IP 172.16.53.103. Yeah, that is a local address, sir. I hope you're on the same network that they are, because otherwise that will be useless to you. At least they got the IP address right in the top left there. Matt Farrell, location. There's coordinates, I guess, is what it's supposed to be. IP address, host name, system, kernel 7.9. Release. I don't think we're on 7.9. I think the latest kernel is like 5.x at the moment. Maybe something cool could be written for Rain Meter. There's like a guy who said he knows Lua. Maybe. A copy of 3D Pinball on my MacBook. Of course I have to use the wine, but yes, it's pinball for the win. Conky flashback. Hey, when people were able to find my name through my external IP, right? I was just thinking the same thing. Like, are they able to get the name through IP address only? Yeah, that's, again, it's one of those things I'm looking at going, this, yeah, It's a local IP address, don't forget that. It's a local IP, not even a internet one. Free Rider BSD, mystery solved as to what's on the Mac. Ah, I'll be damned. Thanks, Hackerman. Remember Conky never managed to get it to run on Ubuntu Linux. I got mad and ran the rmrf command and toasted everything. No, the secret command is rm-rf -no-preserve-root. Oh, I'm sorry, rm-rf/ and then --. That's the real command. 100% IP search, right? Lucky I use a free VPN. Nobody can hack me now. Free VPN. Is very bad. Red Bull. Get disappeared. Uploading the virus. I'm in. Yes, viruses almost always make your screen stutter. That's what happens when you upload a virus to a computer. Remember, kids, when you upload a virus to the computer, it will make their screen go a little wonky. They might not be happy about that. Get disappeared. And remember, if you hit the delete key, it erases your entire hard drive. Just throw the whole C drive in the bin. I always thought you can get names from an IP if it's assigned to you. Also, why is it giving me Hacknet vibes? And Explode. Hacknet's a great game. Interpreter Session 1 opened. God. They're hacking us. Wait. Nmap. Okay, so here's your nmap command. Nmap port 6777 script IEC backdoor.nsc. Okay. So we're looking for a backdoor, not necessarily getting into it. Oh, okay, running it. But oh my god, what the hell is that? What the fuck just happened? Okay, we've gone to a lot of information to holy fuck, what is going on my screen now? Oh shit, the writers knew about nmap, right? It's a fucking progress bar, just pull the fucking plug. Right, Alt F4, every movie ever. How do you read that much information on your screen at once? The answer is you don't, by the way. The answer is no. No, you don't. Oh my god. Okay. Who am I? I haven't seen this movie, actually. This is nothing. Type in the most accurate hacking scene ever and watch the first vid. Are you talking about the 2 hackers, 1 keyboard? Oh, I've seen it. It's beautiful. Alright, gotta have your anonymous masks. I mean clown masks. I mean ICP masks. I mean, what? Wait, what the fuck are they doing? Hang on a minute. What is going on? Hang on. What did I miss? What is happening? Okay, they're at some sort of magical metal box. Got it. Okay. Point to metal box. Okay, first step. Battery, Ethernet cable. What are they doing with the Ethernet cable? Hang on. Okay, I think they've torn apart the Ethernet cable somehow. And they're... Oh, they're connecting. Okay, so they're connecting directly to this patch panel, which is not secured for some reason. You just don't... It's probably a code to Minecraft plugin or some shit. It probably is. One with the rat tool and the woman shouting, just hack, hack. You have to have 8 eyes and now how to use each one for a different window. Plugging into an ISP box, I guess. One that's just out in the middle of nowhere and not secured for any reason. Sure. Mr. Robot is the only real hacking show. But so far it's been accurate, or at least up to what I've watched. Or accurate enough. There's one scene in it that's a little questionable, but mostly accurate. Movie hackers make me lol so much. It was a scene from a movie where some dude wanted to take down a helicopter and there was a laptop near him showing a BIOS. Apparently you can down a helicopter with the BIOS. Too sober for this. It's true. First session of Mr. Robot actually used some print scripts, as I remember. Yeah, probably. I can't remember. Is that a Walmart? Great value anonymous. This is anonymous for the people who can't afford anonymous. It's the poor man's anonymous. Hang on. Bash buffer overflow. Okay. Starting, allocating buffer, sending payload. Okay. CPR. Alright, what do we got? Everything's owned by root. Modules, updates, weak updates. What the hell is weak updates? DAC stream. Okay, sure. Decompile. I don't know what we're decompiling, but sure. I don't know. One, I don't know what we're decompiling, and two, I don't know why we're decompiling live on the site. But sure. Sure. Mr. Robot was actually not bad. Yeah. Poor man's anonymous. Alright. That's all I got. Like, it's like, yeah, it's the great value anonymous, right? Second season was too much of mindfuck for me. Yeah, it gets real weird real fast, doesn't it? I'm so glad I caught a stream. Hey! Glad you were able to catch this. What the fuck just happened? Hang on. Glad you were able to catch a stream, but what is going on here? Why the hex dump? What are you getting out of a hex dump? I mean, okay. This is interesting because we were decompiling a thing, again, live on site for some reason, but now we're hex dumping it. I'm not sure how we're getting information out of the hex dump, but, sure. At least the hex dump and the decompiling kind of, sort of, makes sense, right? Yeah, why not? Sending files, okay. Oh, hang on. Glitching out the thing. Got it. Wow. It's beautiful. I like the all that work for just a middle finger and nothing else. Again, not sure why that isn't secured, or that it controls somehow some you know, important television network and that's still not secured, but okay. Did all that just for a middle finger because reasons? Supposed to be, I guess this is just edgy. I stopped watching when they tried to handle social engineering. Yeah, I don't know. It's the social engineering wasn't bad. I've seen better. I've seen much worse. I've seen worse attempts, but I've seen better. If you ever go to like DEF CON, at the social engineering village that they have is fantastic. Definitely take a look at that. Is it memory addresses? Right. Why does it look like it was ripped from MS-DOS? Maybe. It could have been. Excuse me. For the schizophrenia, something like that wasn't too much for me later on. Or was too much for me later on. Yeah, and that's fair. It does tackle some interesting societal issues, which not everyone's going to enjoy. But the hacking is awesome. I mean, the whole thing is based around like this, you know, society that's gone to shit, and Enron, or I guess is it Enron is the real life version of it, I think? No, it's that conglomerate that disappeared. It's basically Google. Basically, they're trying to tackle the whole society thing of like Google's listening in on everything, blah blah blah. Yeah, I get it. That's the greater purpose of the show, but there's still some really cool, interesting, like real life hacking scenarios in there. Again, there was that one point where it was only one small bit, but it was where he plugged in a flash drive and an icon appeared on the desktop, and that doesn't happen. That's pretty much all I've seen. That wasn't like realistic though. There's a couple movies that you may have already seen. One is called The Social Network. Yep. The other one is called Hacker. They're really great movies you may like if you haven't seen them. Oh, I've definitely seen them. Fuck, society's a lifestyle. Oh my god. Hackers are edgy. They can hack you to spam middle fingers instantly and let the world off. Just to get bored late at night and run the MS-DOS debug command and look at memory addresses for the lols. Sure. AKA abuse the system, right? We're doing Fast and Furious, which is always a good laugh. To be fair, Fast and Furious is actually just hilarious. It's like it's gone to the point where Fast and Furious 1 was supposed to be like this real, like grungy kind of whatever, but as they got on, they learned that comedy is more and more their shtick, and it is hilarious. If you've not seen the most recent Fast and Furiouses, I haven't seen 8. But if you haven't seen the most recent Fast and Furiouses, they are fucking hilarious and totally worth the watch. I mean, basically, The Rock just makes them. It just makes them. It's really good. Hacking scenes in action movies. 1, we have to hack it. 2, yes, done. And we have no internet making use of the entire computer. In this case, it was touching myself. Oh, teaching myself MS-DOS commands. Don't judge. Shh, I didn't. Nope. I've English has left me today. The stream is very alive today. Maybe a little bit too alive. Maybe a little bit too alive. Touching myself. Shit. How do you make... no. Oh no. Let's continue watching Fast and Furious and forget that ever happened. Hang on. Let's English just left the chat. Yeah, that happened. That happened. Oh man, Auto drive activated. Okay, this is... Again, this is actually somewhat realistic because people have done this. There's been a group specifically of car hackers in DEF CON that have showed off some of their skills, which is really impressive. Although I'm not sure that when you hack one of these vehicles, the whole like flashy screen shows up with the vehicle hacked in the middle of it, but we'll go with it. Hacking cars remotely. It's been done, actually, surprisingly enough. Maybe not that remotely, but remotely. Oh. That's been a fear. That people will have their cars hacked and they can't control it or drive it anymore. Although safety measures have been implemented in recent cars, Teslas specifically, that can drive themselves, that allow you to override the systems. I'm not sure if those are overrideable, but hey, they're trying. Right, it just dies. Hope you're gonna have a recording because I can't spend my time clipping it. Yes, there's going to be a recording, of course, on YouTube. It's automatically recorded. Okay, mass hacking vehicles is slightly less doable, probably, but sure. I don't know, I suppose if you spend enough time, maybe you could... Hang on, I think I just saw some special effects happen there. If you have enough time, maybe you could like do a mass hack of some sort. I don't know. Hang on, let's see the special effects happen. This isn't anything related to hacking. I just want to see... sort of looks special effectsy, doesn't it? It's just a little. Yep, here's the, yep. There's the comedy relief. Hack cars remotely. NSA trumpet. That's why I don't want a Tesla. I don't want to be hacked, have too many stolen memes. Sometimes I just have to pause movies in fetal position, dying of laughter. Yeah. Oop. That's not good. My car is driving backwards. Jesus Christ. Okay. Sure. I have an army. Jesus Christ, actually, that's a lot of cars. Again, it feels like that would be slightly less feasible, but maybe? I don't know. Just put a VPN on your Tesla. This lady's driving wrong. I can't hack at my vehicle's a 59 Cadillac, that's true. Can't hack a 59 Cadillac. Hey, here's the unhackable car. Just eats himself out of the car. He really does. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ouch is an understatement. Have you ever been in even like a mild vehicle accident? It's not pleasant. Like, you get some whiplash out of that. Like, these guys just hit each other like 40 miles an hour full on. If their spines aren't broken, something's up with them. They're robots.
Please escort down. Take out the lead and follow cars.
Jesus. More comedy relief. Again, Fast and Furious has gone from inserting comedy relief every now and then to basically the entire movie being comedy relief. Seriously, if you haven't watched the recent Fast and Furious movies, it is hilarious. Oh, is everybody drunk today in that scene, right? In this movie, every car is self-driving. Tesla's taken over the world. Again, if your spine isn't broken in that car, you're a robot. I can't hack a 1964 Chevy Impala. I feel like that's a reference. This is the thing that lowers the force needed to turn the steering wheel called. Not sure. Steering wheel fluid, I think? Is that a thing that exists? There is actually like a fluid that helps you turn your giant, massive wheels on the ground using this tiny little steering wheel with a shaft. I think it is a fluid. Power steering fluid, yeah. Power steering fluid, yep. They're driving us at my intersection. What are you... KB, do you live in The Sims? Do you need help? Is the mounted gun cars? Or the gun-mounted cars, even. Can't hack a car if you don't even have power steering. Jesus. That's a hell of a scene. Again, Fast and Furious is all about like car crashes and hilarious scenes. It's beautiful. It's a glorious mess. I hope they keep making them. Hey! It cost $400,000 to fire this weapon. That's true. The guns have AI. Yes, also, who puts a machine gun in a car, by the way? They have been nearly run down 6 times last year and 3 times in the past few months. Jesus Christ. Send out Canadian drivers the worst. I honestly thought Canadian drivers wouldn't be bad. Like, Canada has to... Like... Okay. So, Canadian drivers. I honestly thought Canadian drivers would be good, right? Because these people have to, you know, drive around horse-drawn carriages or like horse police. Wait, do you guys still have horse police? You guys still have horse police, right? Right? You have to drive around those. I would think that, you know, crashing into a horse would be really bad. So your driving might be slightly better, but maybe not. Just by crossing the street, Jesus. I want to watch Fast and Furious now, right? Actually, I'm probably going to do that later today. It sounds awesome. This is less hacking and more collisions, but I get this is still all technically hacking to a degree. That car is... Oh. Also, the light doesn't usually flash that far away, but sure. Again, just the hilarity of this is amazing. Just the general, like, oh shit, we're all fucked. Jesus Christ. This whole movie is just Jesus Christ in a nutshell. Mounties, Alex, not horse cops. Look, they're horse cops. They're cops on horses. Mounties. In hell's, we got really bad drivers here, Jesus. We called the Sunday drivers. I live in Toronto. Oh, I'm sorry. Like the big city. You still have horse cops, though. Or Mounties, I guess. And yeah, we have mounted police. Yeah. And then there's Germany with no speed limit on highways, and it feels damn good, right? That sounds amazing. I like how you can find most RCMP officers in the rural areas, whereas in the city you don't see them out. Ah. I guess that makes more sense. The whole, like, you know, keeping traditions thing, I guess. Yeah. The normal everyday, it's raining cars. Yeah. It's a raining cars. During the events, you see police on horses. That makes sense. That's probably why I've seen them, because, you know, pacers are really only taken at events a lot.
Target immobilized.
Just the hilarity of raining vehicles is amazing. Hallelujah, it's a raining cars. And copyright. You see the police on horses sometimes it's an event called a Canadian Exhibition. Huh. Today we can expect a 45% chance of steel precipitation. I like that. Yes. What was the weather like yesterday? Ah, cars. What? Yes, cars. Good hacker will hack a 4T car. Remember that? Can you hack anything? Yeah. Copyrighted. So yeah, we have to hack Trump's car. Gotta hack it. I'm in. Hang on a minute. This guy literally just lugging around a giant, like, fuck off saw blade. He is. That is a giant fuck off saw blade. And this is how you get into cars. Still saying Angel should visit, lots to do. I probably, you know, one day I might actually visit Canada. It seems interesting. Should I move to Canada? Yes. Clearly. They have horse cops. Hey, it's a flare. Terrifying. Slowly tears the car apart. Turns on big fuck up buzzsaw. I'm in.
Good work, Dom.
It's beautiful. That's how you hack. Big fuck off buzzsaw. Oh, here we go. To be fair, this is just another form of hacking. This is still hacking though. Like, I've seen The Social Network, and I don't know if you have as well, but this hacking competition is basically just like a coding competition, which still can be called a hacking competition because it's still hacking, just a different kind. Time to learn how to hack a horse. You wouldn't hack a car. You wouldn't hack a horse, would you? Or a bear. Why would he carry the key to the case on him? That is a good question. Why would the person who has the suitcase be carrying the key? Generally, you'd want to separate the key from the suitcase. That way both arrive to the destination separately, right? So that way you don't have the suitcase and the key that goes with it. Although at that point, you just chop off the hand. So, yeah, maybe it's best this way. Should be called How to Not Drive, the movie. Yes, it's the Fast and the People Who Don't Know How to Drive, the movie. What's the point of handcuffing it to yourself? You're just gonna carry a key. You wouldn't steal a horse. It's like how that movie Unfriended is called Help Desk Ticket the Movie. It's true. Horse hacking would tranquilizers be an RCE? They would, yes. Wait, hang on a minute. I have to look at this. Let's see, what do we got?
First up is Kirkland. They keep everything open and allow indexes in their Apache configuration.
wget a.jpg. Oh, hang on. What do we got? I'll be damned. Wow, it actually has the right, like, HBS www.hts.harvard.edu/Kirkland/photos/female/ I don't know if they separate by female and male, but okay. /1336.jpg. That's actually like a legitimate thing that they've. That's a little added bonus for you if you're actually reading the screens, which we are. It's an IE in a movie. Yeah. This is uTorrent. A nostalgia from the old anti-piracy campaign running before the movies, right? I found a CTF recently, but the challenges are finding real people missing. Can you do that? I mean, you can find missing people, sure, but I mean, like, is that something you want in a CTF? This guy's smoking weed. I'm calling the police. Styles 911 on microwave. Zucknit. Nick's a photos female actually works. Yeah. I mean, again, it's just one of those things that's like, it's a little added thing in movies, right? Where it's like, hey, this is actually a legit thing that we're doing, sort of. Just W getting everything. But again, I'm not sure the photos are categorized by female male. If they are, that's a little strange.
Next is Elliot. They're also open, but with no indexes on Apache. I can run an empty search and it returns all the images in the database in a single page. And I can save the page and Mozilla will save all the images for me. Excellent. Moving right
Okay.
Excuse me, everybody. You were at one of the
So far, it looks legit. Legit enough. I hear a cat. Oh. Please pet it for me. Yes, I shall. Hi, Kitty. Get the pets. I know you. Okay. The kitty got the pets for you. WGetStar.com. Nope.
Lowell has some security. They require a username password combo, and I'm going to go ahead and say they don't have access to the main FAS user database, so they have no way of detecting an intrusion. Adams has no security, but limits
Again, pretty legit.
All I need to do is break out.
What's on the background though? That's just a recycle bin, a home, and a computer. So your standard Linux desktop, I guess. All right, fair enough. You show up at the kitty now. I did.
No online Facebook. What a sham. Nothing I can do about that. Dunster is intense. Not only is there no public directory, but there's no directory.
See, I would like to know your location. No. I gotta lie, I really like some of the UI these hackers use. Super glossy. I know, right? Actually, this particular UI is just kind of a standard. I think it's a KDE, probably, or light KDE, or light DM, or something like that. Desktop, it looks like, so not too bad. The bar at the URL bar at the top is kind of fancy, and it looks a bit like IE the rest of it, but it's okay. And keyboard switch to German. Why? Windows XP, I always use the Zune theme. I don't remember actually switching themes back then.
More than 20 matches, nothing gets returned. And once you do get results, they don't link directly to the images. They link to a PHP that redirects or something. Weird. This may be difficult. I'll come back later.
Again, fairly realistic.
Leverett is a little better. They still make you search, but you can do an empty search and get links.
I was a fan of black and orange, yeah.
It's slightly obnoxious.
That's good.
They only let you view one picture at a time, and there's no way I'm going to go to 500 pages to download pics one at a time. So it's definitely necessary to break out Emacs and modify that Perl script.
I mean, aside from the technical lingo, break out Emacs and modify the Perl script. Yeah, sure, yeah, you can break out Emacs and modify a Perl script. That's for sure, and you can use that to download things. I'm not actually sure why they're not using. If they're using Perl, I'm not sure why they're not using Python though. Instead, seems like Python would be easier. Perl's more of a natural language system, whereas Python is more geared towards automation. But to each their own. Emacs VI is all. No. It must have been Service Pack 2, maybe 3. I had the Zune theme. My memory's fuzzy. My memory doesn't go back that far either. I used the Green Day theme because I didn't know any theme patches. I don't think I used any theme. I use Nano because I'm a normal fucking human being that likes to actually be able to use their systems. And again, Social Network is one of those movies that's like, it's got just enough computer work in it where it's fine. Oh my god, what the fuck just happened? Hang on a minute. I went from something normal to Cookie Monster suddenly. What happened? What is that keyboard? What is going on? Okay. We have a few things going on here. The keys are suddenly replaced with things like I. Wait, is that actually I? No, that's... Is that enough keys for a normal keyboard? Plus, minus? Huh. I think that's just enough keys for... Okay, so that's enough keys for a normal keyboard. The, oh, that's what's missing. That's why it's so small. There's, the up arrow key is missing, it looks like. How do you use the up arrow key? Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to use that keyboard. I guess some people have good memory or good typing skills where they don't need to look at the keys. I do not. What kind of keyboard is that? Oh my god. Yes, hackers. No. It was 8. Don't judge me. 8. Honestly, there was a long time ago for me too. That terrible 90s mess. Challenge these movies hackers to exit the Vim. I mean, I prefer Nano as that Pac-Man. Wait, there's like 4 different thoughts in that one sentence. Stick with one thing. This whole movie so far feels like a bad trip. Fix your keycaps, I know, right? Looks like the Titans from LTT are keyboard. Right? Okay, what is this? This looks like it came straight out of 1970. Jesus. Holy crap. Viral menu, Tweety, Bugs, Cookie, Bart, and Pac-Man. Oh, beautiful. Hang on. Launching Cookie Monster. Okay. Nom nom, I want a cookie.
There's a new virus.
Oh my god.
What's happening?
It's replicating, eating up memory. What do I do?
Type cookie, you idiot. I'll head him off at the pass.
Type cookie, you idiot. Uh-huh. Yeah, just type cookie, it's fine. It's the secret anti-hacker passcode is cookie. If you type in cookie in your terminal, no hacker can ever get you again. It's a secret nobody knows.
Virus in the database.
What's happening?
So much visual information is going on here.
What do I do?
It's in the database. It's replicating somehow in the database. That's how databases work, right? This PC has been infected by a ransomware. Call him. I can't exit it. It won't give me Bitcoin. It doesn't give me a Bitcoin URL. Oh, isn't that the truth? You do it for the most part. When I'm typing, yeah. I tend to trail all over the place sometimes. You're fine. It's just like all over the place. Nom style. This UI looks like biology class, right? Ah, yes, type cookie, the obvious solution. One can actively delete system 13.
I'll head him off at the pass.
Nom.
We have a zero bug attacking all login and all.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening here? Hang on a minute. What is this? What are they in? What is going on? Why is there electricity? I don't think it's very good that electricity is going through your, like, systems. Pretty sure if you see lightning in your systems, it's not a good time. What is this?
Outrun antivirus. Give me a systems display.
Oh my god. That takes far too much time. Imagine you had to go through this sequence, like, this whole, like, system shell sequence, anytime you wanted to look at, like, top or htop or something. Every time. Every time.
Die, dickweeds.
Uh-huh. Cookie emoji in chat. What sort of trauma-looking bullshit dimension have we veered into, right? Like, what is going on? What are these monitors? Electricity is not good, no. Shrooms. This whole movie is, like, definitely said, what is going on?
The administration system.
Send a flu shot.
Rabbit. A rabbit is in the administration system.
Send a flu shot.
Uh-huh.
Rabbit, flu shot. Someone talk to me.
Uh-huh. Remember, kids. Remember to flu shot your rabbits.
A rabbit replicates till it overloads a file, then it spreads like cancer.
Cancer?
What are the ingredients on this thing? Okay. Alright. What the fuck is going on?
It's the Gibson. It's finding us too fast.
It's the Gibson. Sending a flu shot. All these damn anti-max security professionals are the problem. Right, exactly. It's the Gibson. Oh my god, what is going on? How do you use this? What do you even do? Anti-max carrots and lower deck. Oh my god, what is this movie? It's hackers, apparently. The red is supposed to have been ion shrooms. Crack it at all. What? Oh my god, it's beautiful. This movie is drugs, it really is. Like, you watch this movie and it is LSD.
Which files? I need more time.
How do you use this interface? I have to wonder. What is going on here? What are those zoomy things? What is the point of the zoomy thing? Oh my god, hang on.
Lower level.
Why the zoomy things? Why? What is the purpose?
Grand Central Station, lower level.
Ah yes, this is what all of the sysadmins use. On a daily basis, I use the Gibson to log into my, I don't know, City of Blue with... Have you read, shit. What is that damn book? Ah, it's the book The Matrix is based on. It's, oh man, it's a trilogy. And I cannot remember what the book's name is. This reminds me a lot of that. Yeah, it reminds me like of a visual representation of that, I guess. He has drugs. Is this a GY? Sir, what drugs have you done? Movie? Yes. How would VR help you stop a hack? That's a really good question. I'm not sure. Normal electrons floating around. I have to know how to use this advanced technology. Become one with the system. Become the packet. I've been saying for the hackers to unplug the machine, right? Just unplug it. Hackers playing games. Neuromancer, yes. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Thank you. Neuromancer.
I need more time.
This actually looks a lot like someone read the book Neuromancer and like transformed it to like 70s, but with more LSD. Like 1,000 times more LSD. Some next level sysadmin stuff, right? I bet they ran Wireshark, it would just spontaneously combust. It would, Wireshark would look at that and go, what? And just explode. Wireshark would gain sentience and just walk the fuck out.
Don't screw up.
Oh, here's your 70s police cars in your 2030s systems.
Game's over.
We're totally refabricating a server to look like this. No. Oh, it's beautiful.
Last chance to get out of this without a prison sentence. You're not good enough to beat me. Shit.
Yeah, maybe I'm not. We are, you asshole.
Give it up. Just give it up.
I like the futuristic little microphone that they have, whereas, you know, these days we have the ones that just plug into your ear and don't actually have a little antenna that reaches that far. Wireshark sings, fuck this shit, I'm out. Right? There's a progress bar. It's progressing. How do we stop it? Just get a plane and get the best hacker to fight against the other hackers. Or if pull the fucking plug. Sneakers even better. Perfect. Oh my god, Sneakers is the best. Maybe it's too much. I have to figure out why. Apache suddenly shit himself. I'll be here, but AFK. Fair enough. Oh, Hypercube. Oh, that was a beautiful LSD trip. It's encrypted. Let's break the encryption. I don't know what I'm watching. What am I looking at? Wait, hang on. Is this a blind man?
Encrypted. See?
Okay, so two things. One, what is that visual output? Second, how do you take that visual output? How is the blind man seeing this visual output?
Mother, that last contact.
He's jacked so far into the system that he can see everything. It's the best stream I've ever been to. Thank you. You know Michael Reeves? I do. I actually watch Michael Reeves. I think I'm subbed. I believe I am subscribed to Michael Reeves. These guys are missing an important character set to display what's being said. Your system has been hacked by a blind man, right? Like, how do you get the visual information out to the blind man? And also, how does the blind man see this? I can't even see this. Like how Sneakers thinks a grown man can crawl on ceiling tiles. Visual output is when you're missing a character set or language pack, right? That's the thing, is like, how does a blind man see this? Literally watched like 10 of these videos right before the stream. Nice. Hacking so hard he can solder from home. Or he's hacking so hard he can solder from home. You watched the surgery robot vid? I did, of course. Wait, hang on. Yes, this is how decryption works. This is what happens when you decrypt files and things. It's not actually blocks like we're all trained to believe. No, no, no. The system has a really complex thing going on where it's actually one character at a time, and definitely not block based. It's the best stream I've ever been to. Thank you. Oh, he's using a Braille keyboard that he has his hands on. Yeah, yeah. That's how he sees it. But how do you see the visual output from the screen? That's like one of the main. There's no text to speech. How do you text to speech that?
Hey, don't screw around with that thing.
Carl, what else you got?
Beautiful. What the fuck?
Okay.
Many an encryption algorithm has been broken by touching Bobo pins. Right. We'll go back. It's in the front of his keyboard. Yeah, that's how he's doing visual input. Unless you're talking about like the visual output to the screen is going to that like front end of the keyboard. In which case, how the fuck did they do that? What kind of technology is this? I mean, that's impressive. Don't get me wrong, but Jesus, a blind man has cracked TLS. Oh no. And the text turns blue. That's exactly how hacking works. Anytime you hack something, the text will automatically turn blue. And that's how you know you've succeeded. It's perfect. Or green, depending on what movie you're in. The movie is allié of hacking movies. Oh, okay, more hacking. Oh, you press one key and it's decrypted. One key.
Anybody want to black out New England?
One key.
Air traffic control system.
How do I crack AES 2040? Apparently with one key. Also, what's the storyline plot to this? Why are they doing this? Why is there a government official here? What's going on? I actually don't know. It's a little out of context.
How is this possible? Cryptography systems are based on mathematical problems so complex they cannot be solved without a key.
Yes, sort of. Cryptography isn't a problem that's too complex to solve without a key. It's that the answer is too difficult to find because you end up with a unlimited number of answers, but you have to test each one, and testing them is difficult. You can still do them. They're just not so complex you can't do them, because if you couldn't, then you wouldn't have encryption. But finding the right answer is difficult. I too like to button mash my keyboard in the terminal. Such a great hacker. What's up, guys? Today we're gonna make a blind man hack your life. But type like a typewriting chimpo hack the planet. This movie was about a new chip that was able to crack all available encryption algorithms made available at the time. Okay, someone steals it and it kind of turns into Mission Impossible. Oh, that makes more sense. I remember watching this a long time ago, but I've forgotten the plot.
A way to solve those problems without the key, and he hardwired it into that chip.
If I smash my keyboard, I can hack mines.
Want to crash a couple of passenger jets?
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Hey, someone actually turns it off. Look at that. Dan, you got your power outlet solution. Stop the hackers by turning off the system.
So it's a code breaker. No. It's the code breaker.
Yeah, okay.
No more secrets.
The movie was about an internal vulnerability. Yeah, basically. Ah, war games. Okay, this one I definitely remember still.
Every couple of weeks, but I know where they write it down.
Password is pencil. This is in the days before hacking was a major thing. Actually, this movie is entirely about phreaking, which is interesting. Basically using the phone system or hacking the phone system. It's really interesting. The movie should be Spectre the movie. I think it's based on Intel's vulnerability.
think that I deserved an F.
Tell him that, yeah. Is it actually an accurate scene? Somewhat, yeah, or at least for the time. Yeah.
Already done. Do you have a middle initial?
K, Catherine. These are my grades.
Reasonably realistic, I guess. At least again for the time.
If that's none of your business, can you erase this, please?
No, it's too late.
What are you doing?
I'm changing your biology grade.
No, I don't want you to do that. You're gonna get me in trouble.
No, nobody can find out.
Nobody can find out except the person who, you know, records the grades. Who's like, I'm pretty sure the student failed. What happened?
Change it back.
Why? They can't possibly.
I said change it back.
It's like the book Cuckoo's Eggs. Every time I hear freaking, it reminds me of Kevin Mitnick. It should.
I guess I better get going.
Thanks for the ride.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, like I said, surprisingly enough, it's just kind of one of those things that it probably didn't look like this in, it probably didn't look exactly like this. Like, the visual information is probably different, but at least, again, the techniques are what you would have used back in that day. Yeah. Better not have something that we can trace back to you, homeboy, playing with fire. Oh, nope. Copyright, copyright. Line trace exists. That looks Unix-like to me. It does kind of look Unix-like. It might have been accurate. I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't know exactly what all the terminals look like back in that day. I don't think you could just go walk over to that line and change that line. Unless it was manually recorded. Maybe it was manually recorded and someone's just being very nitpicky about how they organize their student names. Which is possible, I suppose. But yeah, this whole movie is based on phreaking, which back in the day, all the computers were... if you're too young to remember dial-up, well... no, you did well. That was good. If you're too young to remember dial-up, then good for you. But back in the day, all the computers were hooked up through the phone system. So you would use phreaking, which is basically phone hacking, in order to hack computer systems. That's kind of how that was done, which is really interesting. And that's where the IP tracing comes from, like the whole ability to trace connections or IPs. Because again, back in that day, you were connecting through the phone system, which was traceable. So you could actually trace a hack back to the origin in kind of real time, which is really interesting. It kind of looks like what you'd see on an old Packard Dell 386. Yeah, kind of. Watch the swordfish scene. Definitely looks like MS-DOS. Now you're obligated to play the dial-up tone. Oh my god. Yes, we need more dial-up. Or we can listen to chill music while I find another one. Yeah, that's not too bad. There's actually one, there's the Technique Critique by Wired, where an actual hacker does break down scenes from movies and TV. That one's really good too, and that one, if you haven't watched it, definitely take a look, because that one's pretty decent, yeah. He kind of laughs at a few more suspicious ones, but it's generally a good time. Oh my god, there's so many just beautiful beautiful YouTube videos here that's like, hey, here's how you can hack your phone. There's the top secret step-by-step guide to learn hacking by Live Overflow. The Live Overflow is actually really good. If you haven't seen that YouTube channel, I highly recommend watching it. And we are going to hack an Android phone in a few minutes with proof. From Kali Linux 2019, that's going to get very loud very quickly. Yeah, dial-up wasn't great. No, dial-up was terrible. You couldn't call somebody on the phone and somebody else was using the internet. Dial-up and Tor. Yeah. Get off the internet, get off the computer, I need to use the phone. Yep. Yep, pretty much. Pretty sure he's Sammy Kashmiri or something like that. Probably butchered the name. I probably butchered the name. No, Mom, I'm playing Barbie. Oh, it's beautiful. I remember that. Yep. It only happened a couple of times because we weren't exactly rich, but yeah. Oh, I'll have to click on that YouTube link in a second. Let's watch, Kali Linux made a video on how to hack a phone. Kali Linux hacking tutorials. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Like, that looks a little suspicious. Hang on, we'll open this up and watch this in a second here. Oh god. Suddenly everything's gone. There we go. Alright, what do we got? Hacking an Android phone in a few minutes with proof. Kali Linux 2019. Let's see. Hackwiser. I am the hacker. I am the ultimate. Terminator. Terminator Metasploit payload generator. Okay. So we're generating Metasploit payloads. Sure. Yeah, dial-up ISP is decent, but damn the user-friendly memories. Okay, looks like this is just music, so I'm going to replace it with my own copyright-free music. Perfect. Someone didn't set this up beforehand and downloaded Terminator before. Hang on a minute. They have the Fat Rat on their home directory. Looks like they just downloaded Fat Rat music, which is fine actually. I like a Fat Rat. We had dial-up ISP was decent, but damn, these are fun memories. Hackwiser is such a script kidding name, I know. Isn't it beautiful? And it's a Python script. I think I enjoyed hearing the modern tones the most, even tried to scream, or the modem tones, I'm sorry, scream modem tones into my phone. Mess with this one telemarketer data collector. Jesus. It's terrible. You people are awful. Is it installed? I don't know. So why are we generating Metasploit payloads? Like, doesn't Metasploit itself like have a tool for this? Isn't that a thing that already exists? Why do we need a new one? I'm confused. Okay. So it looks like we're hacking a machine that's on the local network, probably. I say probably, definitely. Unless he has port forwarding or something. Copy the folder's name instead of bash completion, I know, right? Like, tab, man, tab! Tab is a beautiful thing. This was last week or so. Modem noises in 2020. Good. Well then. I just use a magic 8 ball. They're trying to tell marketers scam calls. Skids can't use MS Venom too many arcs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, MSF Venom works. Wait, hang on. What are we using Terminator for then? Wait, why do we have Terminator if we're using MSF Venom? What is going on? What is this? Why did we download Terminator? Ah! One time a few years ago, I blew a recorder into my phone. You know, it's just like, I'm sorry. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, why did we download Terminator if we're using MSF Venom? What is going on? What is happening? What is Terminator even used for? So you could run MSF Venom from the Terminator directory. Of course! Why didn't I think of that? Yes, perfect. Hang on. Okay. Starting Apache 2. Sure, I guess. I don't know why we're starting Apache, for reasons. Maybe it's part of the exploit. What is going on? Did we literally just use Terminator just to open up Metasploit? What is happening? Why? What's the purpose of MSF Venom if we're using Terminator? Or vice versa? Wait, what does it say? Copy the created payload to var www.html. Okay. Okay, so we've generated an APK payload. What was the MSF venom for then? I'm very confused. Again, I'm not quite following what's going on in their system here. Probably followed some online tutorial of an untrusted source and is following along on the video. Probably, yeah. Fun if you just opened an FTP server and opened the phone in Windows Explorer. So Terminator generated the RC script for MSF, I guess. Always wanted to try Metasploit. It's fine. Like, it's a tool. It works. It works really well. A lot of people use it. That's why they use it. Okay, so we're copying the payload generated from Terminator to var www.html. Got it. But what is the point of MSF venom then? What's going on? I'm confused. Also, why is there a screencast? What is this? Send it to the victim phone or download from your IP. And by victim's phone, we mean victim on the same network. This isn't suspicious at all. What happened to the MSF venom? Is it me or did we just lose MSF venom for no reason? What is going on here? Victim opens. Okay, so like, do I have to go back and rewatch that? What happened to the MSF in the payload? Where did that go? What are we using it for? What's going on? What are we doing? I see. Oh shit! I see Tor download. I get some serious stuff, right? I'm confused. Just guide your victim to the Apache server to manually download an APK. Easy hacks. It's only slightly more or slightly easier than, you know, just having a button that says download this to access the internet. As we watched earlier. I'm very confused. I'm seriously, I'm mostly confused about this MSF venom thing. Like, where did that go? What are we using it for? Why did we create it? What is going on with that? I'm so lost. Like, I get where we're going with the rest of this. The rest of this is just like, you know, have your victim download an APK and install it, and then you have a remote connection. Great. Okay, fine. But yeah, what is going on? Yeah, I get it. We're using MSF to hack the phone, recording the microphone, yada yada. Got it. I don't know, that's strange. Yeah, don't let people download shit to your phone. Problem solved. But I'm still really confused as to what just happened with the MSF and payload there. It just kind of disappeared for no reason. It was just there and gone. I'm so confused. Also, what did you send me? Hang on. Hackerman, hacking time. Okay. We have to watch this. Very confused. I'm so lost.
Wait a minute. Using an RX modulator, I might be able to conduct a mainframe cell direct and hack the uplink to the download. What the hell does that mean?
What the hell does that mean? Wait, what just happened?
Wait a minute. Using an RX modulator, I might be able to conduct a mainframe cell direct and hack the uplink to the download.
Right, of course. The RX mainframe and the discombobulator.
What the hell does that mean? It means that with the right computer algorithms, I can hack you back in time.
Wait, what? What? What?
Time. It means that with the right computer algorithms, I can hack you back in time.
Ah, yes. Hacking. Time travel. Okay, hang on. Yes, perfect. I often use my hacking skills for time travel. If you didn't know. Just... The reveal.
Just like a time machine.
Well then, it's hacking time.
Oh, it's beautiful. That is glorious. We need some context. The context is I was sent this YouTube video. It looks like that this is satire, but it's fucking hilarious. Hang on a minute. Perfect. Wah! I'm ready to fight. Or hack. I am the ultimate hacker man. I have to watch this video, I know, right? So beautiful. Hacker man. I like that. SDF, 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 SDF. System.out to print line. Hey, Java. Wait, I didn't know Java was, I didn't know you could run Java on these old apples. You're about to hack time. Are you sure you want to hack time? Yes, no. So beautiful. Is that LSD worn off yet? Because it hasn't for me. Uh-huh. Yeah, that was a thing that just happened. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that just happened. Your eyes just witnessed that, whatever that was. I didn't do Power Glove. Never did that. Neither did mine, actually. Oh, I need a refund too. What the hell? I missed out. Oh, we need a Mr. Robot video. Alright, we can do Mr. Robot. I'm already probably copyright striked about 6 times over. I'm sure we can do another video. Let's see. Philosophy. Season 1. Let's do a slightly better search. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is the very first like time you get to see hacking in Mr. Robot, and I'll kind of explain. I mean, a lot of us that are watching probably already know, but I want to explain for those who don't, kind of what's going on and why this is real. You're welcome. You can never unsee that. I don't know if I want to unsee that. That was beautiful. I would watch that again, right? So yeah, for those who aren't familiar, I will explain kind of at the end what just happened. Here we go. Mr. Socially Awkward himself is about to speak.
You're on. But your real name's Rohit Mehta. You changed it to Ron when you bought your first Ron's coffee shop 6 years ago. Now you got 17 of them, with 8 more coming next quarter.
May I help you with something?
I like coming here because your Wi-Fi was fast. I mean, you're one of the few spots that has a fiber connection with gigabit speed.
Mr. Socially Awkward, does he play any other characters? Nope.
It's good. It's so good, it scratched that part of my mind.
It's that scene, yeah.
Doesn't allow good to exist without condition, so I started intercepting all the traffic on your network.
By the way, this is about to get a little bit heavy, and 1, spoilers, and 2, heavy because child porn mentioned. So, if you're not a fan, be aware.
I noticed something strange. That's when I decided to hack you. I know you run a website called Plato's Boys.
Pardon me?
You're using Tor Network.
Mr. Robot is awesome.
Servers anonymous. You made it really hard for anyone to see it, but I saw it. The onion routing protocol, it's not as anonymous as you think it is. Whoever's in control of the exit nodes is also in control of the traffic, which makes me the one in control.
So yeah, as we go through this, it's not just exit nodes. You also need the guard nodes or entrance nodes. But yeah, this is kind of how Tor works.
I must ask you to kindly leave.
I own everything. All your emails, all your files, all your pics.
Get out of here right now, or I'll call the
police. You want them to find out about the 100 terabytes of child pornography you served to your 400,000 users?
This show is one big trigger warning. It really is. It's kids after the movie. Tor isn't secure, blah, blah.
Personally, man, I was hoping it was just gonna be some BDSM stuff. You realize how much simpler that would have been?
It's cool to see an amber monochrome screen that wasn't IBM. Thank you, Hacker Man. It's beautiful.
That's my personal life.
The problem with Mr. Robot is it gets real heavy real fast.
To be different.
Alright, I'm done here. It's 3 AM my time. Hell of a fun stream. Can't wait for the next one. See ya. Enjoy. Don't worry, we'll do this again.
I'm
very
different, too. I mean, I don't jerk off.
2 AM, Jesus.
But
yeah, I hope nobody does. I mean, I know people do, but I really hope nobody does.
The only one I could talk to. But he died. Hey. It's okay, Rohit. You don't have to worry anymore.
I don't understand. Are you blackmailing me? So that's what this is about. Money. That's all you care about.
Hacker Man is the good guy. Money isn't involved.
If I pay you now, you want more and more. No matter how much I give. You will inform the police anyway. I won't pay you, sir. Remember, you also broke the law.
Actually, you're right. Partly. See, I usually do this kind of thing from my computer, but this time I wanted to do it AFK. In person.
And Hacky FBIC now that actually revealed malicious APK file in a web service. Yep. Yeah, basically.
After I call you out, you tell your sysadmin to take your servers down, wipe all the data, so I made sure to include the current time and location on my anonymous tip.
Wait, hold on. I'll give you the money. I'll pay you. How much do you want? I'll pay you.
That's the part you were wrong about, Rohit. I don't give a shit about money.
So there's that. So the whole Tor onion routing protocol is, it's basically kind of as he described, sort of. But there's more to it than just, having control of the exit nodes. You have to also have control of the guard nodes if you want to get or de-anonymize users. So the whole onion routing thing isn't about security, it's about privacy. Spoiler alert, the point of the show is to fuck society and your friends might be... so is fuck society and your friends just might be in your head. That's... yes, pretty much. I love the songs they play, yeah, they're awesome. So the thing about Tor is that the main purpose for existing is privacy, not security. Although there is a lot of security built into it, it is coincidental to the point of Tor. So if you want to remain anonymous, if you want to remain or as anonymous as possible, Tor is one of the things you should be using, along with a trusted VPN source. So Tor encrypts the traffic from localhost before it goes to the gateway, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, sort of, basically. Just in a different way. What if you just needed to know where it's going? it doesn't matter. You have to know where it's going and where it's coming from if you want to have viable attribution. The problem with the justice system, especially in the United States, is that you have to have you have to have attribution, and you have to have a solid evidence to link someone to something. You can say someone did X, and you can say, I think this person did X, but until you know for sure that this person was the person who did X, you have no idea. I just get a freebie and that's fine. So the thing about Tor is it goes through the Tor protocol itself basically wraps your data in multiple layers of encryption. So you have a standard Tor connection will go through 3 nodes: the guard node or the entrance node, a middle node, and the exit node. And so in order to reliably attribute a packet to somebody, you have to control both their guard node and their exit node that they chose. Now, Tor randomly swaps around the entrance and exit nodes every so often, more the exit nodes than the entrance nodes. So if you control those nodes, then you can figure out who sent what packet to where. So when you send a packet through Tor, your packet gets encrypted from you to the entrance node. And then that packet from the entrance node gets encrypted from the entrance node to the middle node. And then that packet gets encrypted from the middle node to the end node. So the information in that packet isn't accessible to any one node. The entrance node knows who sent the packet, but not where they sent it. The middle node knows nothing. And the exit node knows only where the packet is going and the contents of the packet, but not who sent it. So in order to attribute a packet to a person, you have to have control of both the entrance and the guard node, and the exit nodes. So there's been attacks that have been theorized, but none, as far as we know, have actually happened, where if you control more than half of the entrance nodes and more than half of the exit nodes, then you can reliably, most of the time, attribute someone to a thing that they're doing. You can de-anonymize a user. Again, since Tor is so vast, it's purely theoretical at this point, as far as we know. So, in order for Sir Mr. Robot here to, Sir Elliot here to actually do what he's claimed to do, he would have to own more than half of the entire Tor network, which is very fucking difficult. So, I'm not sure where he's getting all the money to do this, but sure. My only assumption is that maybe somehow he has a giant botnet where he's created a botnet of all these hacked devices that are operating as Tor nodes. Maybe. I'm not sure. But yes, it's possible, but theoretical. I am the Tor, yes. I am the Tor. I am the dark. I am the night. I am Torman. Basically, yes. So yes, it's possible, but seriously, it would be really fucking hard. If you are not a nation, not even a nation state, if you are not a nation, you probably can't do this. Even if you are a nation, it would be ridiculously expensive. So, yeah. Possible, just unlikely. But possible, yes. So let's say Elliot hacked the gateway. Maybe you can get the first node of the Tor connection. Yep. So yeah, basically, I mean, if you can, it's much easier to hack someone's personal device than it is to hack the entire fucking Tor network. And so much cheaper. Again, attacks on the Tor network are possible but theoretical. You can control the Tor network, sure, in theory, but it is just so much easier to hack your target's phone at that point. And if you're someone who wants and has the ability to attack the entire Tor network, you definitely have the ability to attack the target's phone. Assuming that he was accomplished, he probably has a huge-ass botnet. That's kind of what I'm thinking, is basically he has a giant-ass botnet. But again, if you have that kind of skill, you just hack the person's computer. It's so much easier. I don't understand people sometimes. They take the hard route. Why? People are so much easier to hack. It looks like there's a couple of Wi-Fi cracking tutorials, which looks interesting. Oh, there's the phishing method for, yeah, for Facebook. Facebook phishing, fair enough. How to hack CCTV cameras using Kali and Shodan. You just find open CCTV cameras and use default passwords. It's easy enough. How to hack a router login using Kali Linux. Oh, these are beautiful. I think we're gonna go for a, let's see, hacking Wi-Fi. Where was that one? Aircrack NG. Let's see. Wi-Fi does this so much better and so much easier now. But it used to be before Wi-Fi, when Wi-Fi 2 was around. It used to be much more difficult to hack a Wi-Fi network simply because you had to actually use like 3 or 4 tools at the same time to do it. It's still not that difficult, but it's difficult enough that a lot of people couldn't do it at the same time. So I kind of want to see what the Aircrack NG method is, which is the original, like the OG method of hacking Wi-Fi before Wi-Fi 8 and Wi-Fi 2. Hey, Dan, there's a lot of points. Jesus. I hacked your phone, hello, which wouldn't have made a good opening. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, just coming out and saying, "Oh, I hacked your computer, sorry." That's probably not a great opening. It's fair enough. Try how to hack with a parrot with... Oh, I'm sorry. How to hack with parrot. I just feel like I'm going to get a lot of videos of hacking parrots, which is not exactly a good thing. This is HAdmin at 192.168.1.1. I just did a hack. Ah!
Guys, good day and welcome to Dream Chaser. Today I'll be showing you how to hack a Wi-Fi password with Aircrack NG. So without wasting time, let's dive into it.
Wow, wasting no time.
Today I'll be performing this.
All this hacking, I'm slightly wary of the fact that I have OpenSSL and OpenSSH installed on my jailbroken iPhone. I mean, it's fine with running unsigned code. I accept the risk, but damn, kind of hoping these aren't vulnerable too. Yes, they are, because any attack surface that you give out will be a vulnerability. If you give more of an attack surface, that's more chances of being able to be hacked. So give a smaller attack surface, and then that's like half the battle is just giving a smaller attack surface. Aircrack NG is really OG. Hey, that's how I hacked Wi-Fi like way back in the day when I was first kind of starting out and hacking Wi-Fi. That's what I used is Aircrack NG.
So in order for you to
Indian voice again, yep.
To execute these types of attack, you need to put your Wi-Fi card into monitor mode. To do that, you simply type m1ng. M1ng starts WLAN 1. In my case, it's WLAN 1. Yours might be WLAN 0 or WLAN 2. Depends.
It could also be WLO or any of the above, or really just anything. It can be randomly generated too, again, depending on your OS. So should I remove them? You can. If you don't use them, then why do you have them available? Now people use Wi-Fi, which is Aircrack automated. I know, Wi-Fi is so awesome. Like, Wi-Fi 2 exists as well. Honestly, Wi-Fi is freaking awesome, just because it does all of this shit just more automated. In the Wi-Fi course, offensive security, Aircrack has more attack scenarios than crack password only. Yeah, it can. I remember when my sister didn't have it.
So when I click on,
just got our first flat.
Now if I type rw config.
Someone didn't kill their processes first, but okay, should still be fine.
As you can see here, my Wi-Fi card WLAN 1 is.
Also not mentioned, you actually have to have a Wi-Fi chip available that can put itself into monitor mode, which isn't super common. It's not rare, but it's not common.
Monitor mode, that is why it's saying.
But that wasn't mentioned.
It's WLAN 1 mode. So first of all, we have to check for available networks in order for us to be able to perform this attack. So let me just clear up this the terminal. In order for you to
this text is massive, by the way. Jesus.
Aerodump NG. WLAN 1 mon.
Yep. Someone's not using tab though.
So
like you use tab for the command completion, but not the WLAN. I would just done WL and then tab. Tab is so awesome. It saves me so much time. I used to use OpenSSH because I run into problems back in the day, which were solvable over Secure Shell. It became a habit for me to install the package. If you're not using it, don't install it.
The network I'm going to perform this ask.
My laptop didn't have backend injection mode. I'm sorry.
Just go ahead and stop this scan then.
Most laptops don't, to be fair. She got her first flat and didn't have internet in there, so I hacked it nearby Wi-Fi by following YouTube tutorial. It works. Fuck it, right? If the password's not secure, then sure. Or they're using web.
BSSID.
I don't know who's using web these days, but don't. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop using web.
BSSID. So I will specify the BSSID of the network here.
You could by the way, you could also just specify the ESSID by typing -E. So much easier. Unless there's multiple networks.
So I'll copy this and paste it here. So next we have to specify the channel, which is channel 13 in my case. So I'll specify.
You don't necessarily have to specify the channel, but it's helpful.
Write it to a file. So I'll just name this as Dream 101. So it will automatically add the extension to it. Then lastly, you specify your Wi-Fi card in monitor mode. In my case, WLAN 1.
Just tab, man, tab.
It will start sniffing for.
I'll keep using web and then share your address. No.
Packets available for that network that you have specified above. In this case, the BSS ID, which I specified in the.
All right. So what technique are we going to use to generate packets? Let's put it up to the votes. I am going to guess. I'm going to guess ARP Replay or Cafe Latte. That's my two guesses. I'm going to guess first is going to be ARP Replay, and then Cafe Latte will be my second guess there. Let's see. Let's have a vote. What are we gonna do to generate packets on this thing? Unless this is, oh wait, no, it's WPA2. Well, fuck if I know then. What the hell are we gonna do?
The previous command. So
never mind. It's WPA2. I'm an idiot.
It will
I thought it was web.
The file name Dream 101. So for us to be able to perform an attack, we need to deauthenticate the user from the network and also reconnect it. What this simply means is that you tell the
they returned, both packages have been removed. Hey, fantastic.
router that the user wants to disconnect from the router. Then at the same time, you tell the router that the. Are
we just gonna continually deauth the client? That's really gonna annoy the person who's connected to the Wi-Fi.
Want to reconnect back to it. So let's see what this looks like.
I mean, it works, but you're really gonna irritate somebody.
My screen.
Thanks for the tip. Never knew OpenSSL and OpenSSH could have been an attack service. Anything's an attack service. If it's an open port, it's an attack service.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily vulnerable, but it's still an attack service, and it could be vulnerable, or it could be vulnerable in the future.
So we'll use AirPlay NG.
Oh, okay, I think. Okay, either one we're deauthing, or two we actually are doing an ARP replay. Which does an ARP replay attack actually work on WPA2? Yes, I think it does actually. Huh? No? Shit! It's been a while since I've done network attacking. For Wi-Fi attacking. I can't remember if ARP Replay actually works on WPA2 or not. Well, if that's the case, then it's probably going to be that. If not, he's probably just going to deauth the client continuously, which will really annoy the person who's connected to Wi-Fi.
Then deauth. You specify the number of times you want to deauth.
Oh my god. Right, I'm a fucking moron. He's capturing the handshake. I keep thinking WEP, and I keep getting WEP and WPA2 confused. Wow, it has been a long time since I've done any Wi-Fi hacking. Yes. Sorry. ARP replay attack would be for WEP, Cafe Latte, all those attacks are for WEP. If you want WPA2, you have to capture the handshake, which means deauthing an existing client on the network. I'm a fucking moron. Sorry.
The user. So I usually recommend 5 or 10.
My memory just kicked in and it went, hey, moron.
So
this is how this works.
It's good to keep it to the minimum because the user won't suspect any attack. But when you are trying to deprive the user
does this mean network attacking vid next? Maybe.
This or internet.
I don't know.
The person might be suspicious and it's that's it. So
geez, now you're wireless, you out of it hack. Right? It's gotta, like, again, it's been a very long time since I've done any Wi-Fi attacking or any Wi-Fi hacking at all. So my memory's a little bit fuzzy, and then suddenly it just all kicked in, and I was like, oh, right, hang on, I'm a moron. This is how this actually works. Sorry. This is the problem with Airmon, is that you can't just copy the BSSID if the beacons are going too fast. This is where the -E comes in handy.
Copy the BSSID. So here you specify the network you want to perform this attack on. Then lastly, you specify your target. It's very good to specify your target because when you do not specify your target, it will automatically try to de-authenticate everybody on that network, which is not too good.
Wow, this guy's actually thinking about all the rest of the people he's attacking. Yeah, no, I had no internet connection, wanted to have free internet connection by hack Wi-Fi, and then I learned cybersecurity. Yeah, it makes sense.
I'll copy this.
It's kind of how I started learning. I just wanted free Wi-Fi.
You specify your Wi-Fi card in monitor mode. In my case, of one mode.
Then I really got into it.
So it was.
Might as well watch my aircraft tutorial I made for a final project. Hey, I didn't know you did that.
To authenticate the user from the network. Now the packet has been sent correctly, and as you can see above, we have an handshake here.
Yep.
So that means it has auto.
So the way this attack works, if you weren't aware, is that basically you have a client that's already connected to the Wi-Fi, and that whole process, as far as WPA and WPA2 goes, is there's a handshake involved, basically, where the password is exchanged between the client and the server, or the client and the Wi-Fi access point. But it's secure, so you end up with what's called a handshake that happens between the two. And you need to be in the middle and capture that handshake as it goes on in order to crack it later. But if you don't want to just wait for a random chance for someone to connect to the Wi-Fi that has the password, what you do is you DOS somebody, and then immediately the computer will, as computers normally do, in order to improve user experience, automatically reconnect to the Wi-Fi. And then it'll get a new handshake, and then you can capture that.
Automatically capture.
There's a lot of you don't know about me. Mwah. Mwah.
The raw password, which is the. Let me just close this and close.
Yes.
This one,
Stop.
right?
Stop capturing shit. You don't need. You got your handshake.
Which means it has the password uncracked already. So in order for you to crack it, you need to have a good word list, so that you can run this file again.
When he says good word list, he means have a word list that you've curated and created specifically for this network, because a lot of default word lists just won't work.
It's the word list you have, and if you have a good one, it's much better. So let's try and crack this. Let me clear up.
On my elementary, we had a final project. I had 2 of them planned. First was a computer history, and second was hacking school Wi-Fi. Wonder which one they didn't like.
So for you to do that, you let me list. Okay, now you can see this is the file we're going to be running.
The script is not prepared for this.
The word list against. So if you don't have any word list on your machine, you can simply just type locate.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, she's rocky. It's fine.
So this you start.
There we go.
So
okay, so here's what we're doing. We're doing aircraft NG. Yep, got the capture, got the word list. So we're just doing a straight word list attack.
Return, and it will automatically.
Of course, aircraft NG isn't actually the best tool to use for this. So generally, you want to use hashcat, but you have to convert the capture file to an HG file or HCAP file. but it's a lot faster. I love Brian.
Automatically starts trying to crack the password. So
Pretty much, yeah.
Let's wait a couple of seconds.
Luckily, the prince literally let me, so I ended up fine.
And see if this will be able to crack the password.
Are we gonna sit here for 58 minutes and wait for this to complete? We are. We actually are.
Let's wait a little bit.
Couldn't have edited this. Nope. Editing doesn't exist on YouTube. Just gonna stare at the camera until this actually happens.
Okay, let's wait a little bit and see if we'll be able to.
Editing doesn't exist on YouTube.
Password because it's pretty weak. The password is kind of.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great.
Oh, there it is. Finally.
I was able to find our password. The password to this network is Dreamchaser.
He's using FFM Bank.
And for the sake of this tutorial,
you know, YouTube actually has like an editor on the site. When you upload a video, you can actually cut out segments and edit on the site itself. It's not a fantastic editor, but you can cut out segments like that.
But if you have a great word list and if the target's password is not that strong, you can hack their network within matter of minutes and seconds. So as you can see, it didn't even take up to 4 minutes here. So
it can take up to an hour to run through that specific word list, sure, but it's not guaranteed the password's going to be on that. Edit, nah. Editing has left the chat.
Connect to your computer or your machine and use this network for whatever you want. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider to hit the subscribe button.
Been trying to find a been trying to find a friend on Minecraft I haven't talked to in years. I mean, there's some hacking involved in that. Finding people is part of the giant umbrella that is hacking. He's a pen tester, not a video editor. Of course, you can't be two things at the same time. How could you possibly learn a new skill as a pen tester who has to constantly learn new skills every day? It's too complicated, right? Oh my god. Hang on, let me, I've got a video in mind, I think. Let's see here. Oh my god, 15 hours? A full ethical hacking course in 15 hours. Let's not and say we didn't. Yee. Okay, here we go. Oh, hang on, we can bypass antivirus. Holy shit, that's loud. We can bypass antivirus. What? You can hack any computer on the LAN network using Metasploit and bypassing antivirus. Oh god, what does this world come to? We have to look at this. This is beautiful.
Hey guys, it's PC Tutorial.
Oh.
New video.
Of course, the intro, that's way too loud.
Be hacking computers on our network.
Someone has ADHD.
With Meterpreter. Now to do this, we're going to need Kali Linux, and if you don't have this,
KB Linux? Huh?
You can watch one of my previous videos on how to install this.
Shit, is it Kaylee or is it Callie? I thought it was Callie. I'm pretty sure it's Callie. Okay, pronounce. Origin Kala, meaning black time death, blah blah. Shiva, yeah, I got it, but Kali or is it Keely? What? Hang on, now I have to figure out how the fuck to pronounce this. It's Callie. Fuck off. That's what I got from this video.
Anyways, let's get ready.
Get into pen testing. I have to do other stuff in my school first. Honestly, just get into it anyway. It's fun to do it on the side. Actually, I'm having trouble using Metasploit on a VPN with port forwarding enabled, so I might actually learn from this. You probably won't. It's pronounced Callie, not Kaylee, yeah. No, Callie does not mean beautiful or something in India. No, it does not. It means death. I want to hit that person. Should look up bypassing parental controls. This probably is the right quality videos. Yes, we definitely should. Looking at his wallpaper, he's probably using it as primary OS. Now that I look at it, he probably is, yeah. That's not... Dark Comet Rat 51, GoDaddy, wow.text storage. There's a good chance that he's using this as his primary OS. Bad practice, sir.
Open up a new terminal, and we're going to go to set.
You don't use the toolbox, you just go backpack.
So you can either type in set toolkit, or you can navigate to it within the key Linux menu. You just go down the social.
Stop saying Kaylee.
See set toolkit right there. We're going to be, well,
it's fine, whatever. To be fair, I pronounce Nginx Nginx, so I don't have any room to speak. Look, it's spelled Nginx, fuck off.
Door isn't detectable by antivirus because it's a batch file, so...
Say that again?
See set toolkit right there. We're going to be, well, actually, this backdoor isn't detectable by antivirus because it's a batch file, so...
Ah, right, of course. The batch file, the one foolproof way to get past any antivirus.
So, that's the whole point of...
I pronounce it the same too.
Now, once you're in set toolkit, you're going to want to hit 1 for social engineering, 9 for PowerShell vector, and then 1...
Wait, it's not a batch script, it's a fucking PowerShell script. What are you talking about?
Again, so we can set the...
What?
L host and L port.
Is it GIF or GIF? It is GIF.
Now once we're at L port, L...
That's how I pronounce it. GIF.
Host, we gotta check what our actual host is. So you want to make up a new tab with Control-Shift-T and type in ifconfig.
Also IPADDR, which is the new version of that.
And as you can see, we can see our local LAN IP address, and we're going to type this in to our L host.
Again, attacking on a local network, okay.
Typing that in, it's going to ask us for a port, and we're going to leave a default, so just type in 443.
What is it? What is it? GIF, or GIF? I think it's GIF.
Once it asks...
No, it might actually be GIF, actually. I'm gonna change my mind. It's probably GIF. Actually, no, it's probably GIF. That one's hard. I'll get back to you on that.
To launch.
Say, let me end on that. Automatic IP endpoint can't detect process injection attack, and the business business solution that sucks. No, it's GIF. Ah, okay. I'm sorry. I have 4 flash drives on my keychain. 3 of them are live persistent distros. 4th is an old script for data collection.
The MS console, just hit no, because we're going to do that manually.
I guarantee you, if you upload this PowerShell script to any computer with antivirus on it, it will get tossed the fuck out. It will just get yeeted.
Manually. After we hit no, type in MSF console and let it load. It might take a little bit. But once it does load, before it loads, we have to copy our actual payload and our virus to our desktop so we can put it onto our victim. So you want to do cd
yeah, it does. Yeah, exactly.
CD root, and then cd dot set /report/PowerShell.
What the fuck did you just do? What?
Before it loads, we have to copy our actual payload and our virus to our desktop so we can put it onto our victim. So you want to do cd root, and then cd dot set /report/PowerShell. Now I have a little problem doing.
Stop trying to. That's not how the convention works. You're trying to go into reports from the root directory. Just type in cd and then type in r and then just hit fucking tab. It's like you had backups. Jesus. T-Series. Use my Yumi before to take a multi-boot drive. Or to make a multi-boot drive. Keep all my favorite live boots. Yeah. It works.
So just give me some time.
What do you mean give you some time? Just remove the fucking //
Yeah. Anyways, I'm still struggling, but it's totally all good. I'm recording over this audio because My microphone doesn't work in KDE Linux, but don't mind that. Anyways, once we navigate to this file directory, we're going to go into the...
Someone doesn't understand how file hierarchy works on Linux. How are they going to teach us how to hack?
PowerShell option.
This got a download love letter. He deserves it. How to hack any device and bypass AV. He doesn't even know how to use CD correctly. I know, right? Stop freaking /. God. How do you not know how to Linux and are teaching like Kali?
And then we're going to want to copy our
This is basic Linux stuff.
TXT file to our desktop. To do this, we're going to type in CP, our file, and then the little squiggly.
Like, if you don't know Linux, that's fine, but don't try and teach somebody. It's the blind leading the blind here.
And then /desktop with a capital D.
Oh, just copy it to your desktop. Fine, whatever.
Copy right to our desktop.
Great. I have a new file on your desktop that you don't actually need.
Rename this file. Instead of .txt, we're going to name it a batch file. And
Gonna name it a fucking what?
And this is once again what makes it which makes antivirus not be able to detect the.
It's gonna fucking what? Hang on a minute. You fucking what? You generated a PowerShell script, and you're renaming it to .bat, and that's going to make it undetectable. You what, mate? My head hurts.
And it'll copy right to our desktop. And then we're going to want to rename this file. Instead of .txt, we're going to name it a batch file. And this is once again what makes it which makes antivirus not be able to detect this backdoor. So instead of txt, we're going to name it .bat.
It's not even a backdoor. Ah.
And then we're going.
It's a reverse shell. You made a reverse shell.
Put it on our victim machine. But before we even put
How are you teaching people?
it on our victim machine, we're gonna have to
Poorly. That's how. Poorly.
for the actual incoming traffic on this virus. So to do this, and after we name it,
Why are we renaming PowerShell to .bat? What? PowerShell to batch. Ah.
.bat, you're gonna go back into MSF console.
Why?
And then we're going to type.
And now he's gonna run it as from PowerShell.
Use multi/handler. And that's the exploit we're using. And
It's not an exploit.
then we're going to set the L port, the L host to the same L host we set it to in set.
You're not using an exploit. You're creating a goddamn handler for the connection. Ah. Why?
Toolkit. And then we're going to
I don't know what this guy's doing. I'm concerned. Is he CCNA certified? I doubt it.
set the L port. It's the exact same port. So 443.
You're going to boot up the handler, which is the exploit we're using. Right.
What we're looking on. And then we're going to do exploit -j-z. And this will allow us to exploit our victim in the background. So
No! You're not exploiting anything! Why? My head hurts after this guy, I know, right? You're not exploiting anything! It's not an exploit! -J runs it, -Z puts it in the background.
So once they open up our virus, we can open up our session manually. So after you run the exploit, you're going to want to put it
You're running a handler.
into your victim machine.
Why? How much for this guy's pen testing classes? I need my cert. I know, right? I had a stroke. Oh no. Oh, this is even better than the movies, I know, right?
Put the virus into your victim machine. However you want to do so, you can set it via Facebook.
This is giving me a stroke.
And,
Wait, you what?
So to your victim machine. We'll put the virus into your victim machine. However you want to do so, you can set it via Facebook Messenger or Skype.
Ah, yes. The perfect social engineering technique. Sending a .bat file to your friend and telling them, here, run this. And then hoping they're on your local network, because otherwise it won't work.
And since it's a batch file,
Fuck me sideways with a rusty goddamn spork. What is going on? This guy must have just read the clip notes on the Misplay wiki.
And I'll make a video in the future on how to combine two files at once, so it doesn't detect the actual batch file. But for right now,
Oh my
it's on
god.
the USB drive.
I guarantee if you put that file in any computer, it'll fucking yeet it out the goddamn network.
And put it on another machine.
Ugh.
So I'm putting it on my machine right now.
It's the perfect exploit.
And just give me some.
Hey, want the GTA 6? Just run this suspicious file. It's fine.
Time again, I am recording over this video, so I'm having a little issues with timing. But don't worry, we got this.
Don't worry, we got this.
We're just loading it up.
It's in this 1 kilobyte match.
On my other computer.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Anyways, this is a good time to leave a like. So if you like this
What is editing?
content,
Could just, I don't know, cut the video. No? Okay.
leave a like, drop
Oh boy, click.
a comment. There we go. Anyways, I opened up the file on my computer. Now after the session has run, you're going to want to hit Control.
Oh
C
god, it hurts.
so you can interact with our actual
That time that he spent bullshitting is probably him figuring out that, oh, I have to actually run this with PowerShell instead of just double clicking it.
sessions.
Is it possible to hack any computer or phone via URL? By OA cybersecurity.
So
Alright, we'll have to take a look at that.
and then we're going to do sessions-I to see our session.
You don't have to hit Control C.
And then
You don't hit Control C. You don't have to hit Control C. You just hit Enter. There's just a line that was giving you info. It was already in the background. There's no need for Control C.
sessions-I.
This is why. You are the reason that Metasploit has the freaking exit handler and the Control C trap.
There you go.
You.
Interact with our session 1. And as you can see, we are in the computer. We just uploaded the batch file too.
Cloaked Star PC.
Once again, undetected by antivirus. You can check it for yourself, guys.
It's not undetected by antivirus.
And
Like, comment and subscribe for more shit and strokes. My IQ is average.
yeah, now we're in
Oh my god.
computer. So, as you can see, we can take a screenshot just to prove that we are in the machine. We
You couldn't hack your way into an open door. I lost brain cells, right? Right? It's a bug. It's the CLI. I'm growing an extra chromosome.
type in screenshot and that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And
Oh my god.
here we go. Wait, give me a sec. There we go.
Keep your memories safe. Yeah, hang on. You have development, programs, games, other ISO parts, and a shortcut to downloads for some reason. Because Windows 10 doesn't already have that. Big boy, juice, and just x86 PowerShell injection. .bat. Okay.
You can see the computer. Bam. Anyways, guys.
Bam.
If you like this tutorial,
Yes, that's the thing that exists. Turns out screenshotting is a real thing that you can do.
It's hard to voice over when you don't. You
Just
can't
end
voice
it.
sound on your machine. But anyways, I hope you found this.
Just
useful.
end it.
Hope it wasn't too annoying.
Oh my gosh.
Leave a like and a comment down below. Tell me what you guys want for the future. I really.
Those two Firefox things that he has open, those two tabs that he has open, are how to hack with Kali. Both of them are Google searches.
Really appreciate it. I really appreciate all you guys commenting and whatnot. Anyway,
And I appreciate your videos. That was beautiful. All the hacking they will be doing is with an X. Guys, I found this hack. It's called RDP. Downloads definitely aren't pinned to Explorer on default, right? Exactly. You need one on your desktop too, just in case. Just to access it. What was that thing on? It was recommended. Hang on. Where is that? God. Where is that? You sent it, and where did it run off to? Did you? Oh my god. It's beautiful. Mr. Madison, what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you new points, and may God have mercy on your soul. I remember that, actually. How to be a hacker latest version. That's it, thank you. I was gonna say someone sent that, and I was like, I don't know where it ran off to. It's in YouTube, right? How to be a hacker latest version? Yep, got it.
Hey guy.
Perfect. My god. This is beautiful. Alright, one more. We're gonna do one more here. Boop. How to be a hacker by Satanic. Let's see if this is any good. I'm gonna assume right off the bat it's gonna be satire, but we'll find out. URL isn't allowed in chat, yeah.
Hey guys, so on this channel I cover a lot of hobbyist hacker hardware stuff, though I've never really covered the topic of how does one actually become a hacker? How does
one hacker?
One climb the ladder to achieve such a noble status?
As you can tell, I am utterly British, and that makes me very smart.
Well, that's something I'm going to be covering.
Who is this bootleg Logan Paul? I know. It's like Logan Paul had a unsuccessful twin brother who has decided to try his hand at YouTube too. How is anyone supposed to take you seriously when your hair looks like fucking Brilio Bad Mega Sponge? This is either actually legit or satire. This guy.
I'm going to be documenting my journey of becoming a hacker. Right after we...
Your journey of being a hacker. I'd like to see this. This guy actually isn't bad. It's like discount Logan Paul. Stuck his finger into a light socket.
Hear about some...
He's not too bad, he's better informed than most. Alright, awesome. I'm sure it's fine. I'm just gonna assume right off the bat that it's probably fine, but at the same time, it really is discount Logan Paul, isn't it?
Every hacker needs.
Malduino is the Arduino-based bad USB. Inject keystrokes at lightning speed, gain a shell, change someone's desktop wallpaper. With the elite version, simply store and select between up to 16 different scripts on a micro SD card. To find out
to be fair, that's actually really good.
More, see the link in the video description.
Oh, that was an advertisement. Spilly's Fixer Sponge here. I'm sorry.
Well known.
That's fair. Like, the first thing that I thought when I saw this guy was, it's like Logan Paul, but like the $10 version, rather than the $1 million version. But he could be fine. He could have some valuable insight. We'll find out. It's just much like I look like Shaggy. On my best days, especially when I'm wearing green shirts. This guy definitely looks like Logan Paul.
Hackers don't use Windows or Mac. They use a special firmware called Linux. Linux is like Windows, except it comes with Mac.
Firmware?
They use a special firmware called Linux.
Linux isn't firmware. No, Linux isn't I had to think about that for a second. No, Linux isn't firmware, it's a kernel.
Linux is like Windows.
I know.
Except it comes with
Logan Paul from Wish. Oh no. Oh, that's just bad.
Special hacker tools, such as Terminal and Bash.
Special hacker tools, yes.
So firstly, to start off, you're going to want to find a Linux download. Though I couldn't seem to find a pure Linux download, only these advanced versions of Linux, such as Debian.
This has got to be satire, right?
CentOS.
I'm assuming this is satire.
OpenSUSE. If you...
OpenSUSE? Never heard it called that.
Though I couldn't seem to find a pure Linux download.
Okay, you can't find a pure Linux download because Linux is a kernel and you need an OS, not a kernel.
Only these advanced...
Raw version of Linux, yeah. Yeah, Linux is a kernel, you need to put an OS on top of that kernel. You can't run a computer with just a kernel. You need, keyboard and mouse. You need something. Oh, hey, Fast Man Go Gaming. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, you need an OS on top of that kernel. These are OSs.
Versions.
Again, I'm assuming this is satire, but just as a, yeah. Yeah, it's satire. Okay. Ooh.
Of Linux, such
awesome.
As Debian, CentOS, and
Oh my god, Debian. The trigger.
OpenSUSE.
Oh, I'm on Twitch now. Ah, awesome.
If you do have a direct download link for Linux, please leave it in the comments, as I did get quite lost here. Anyway.
This guy pretty much knows his stuff. Awesome. The ads does ruin the joke a bit. Yeah, judging by the ads, I figure his audience is interested in this stuff, the more advanced and technical stuff, which means his channel is probably more advanced and technical, which means this is probably satire. But again, I'm just going to kind of pick it apart anyway.
After searching through hack forums, on incognito mode, of course.
Ah yes, the pie. My favorite Linux firmware.
So I didn't get caught. I found out that Kali is
in
hack forums, on incognito mode, of course.
Oh my god, hack forums. Shit, I forgot that existed. Holy shit, is that still around?
So I didn't get caught.
Man.
I found out that Kali is the
I think I still have an account there.
Linux hacker distribution. So I figured that using Kali was the next best thing to using the real Linux. So I downloaded a copy of Kali and I installed it by putting it into my applications folder. Again, just more issues. I tried opening it. It wouldn't work. It just mounted a drive. I was a bit confused. So I went on to Stack Overflow to ask.
Oh no. Sure, it's satire, but that was still painful. Satire is brilliant. I know.
Just started downvoting me.
Slightly triggering. Triggering. Oh no. I don't open just mounted drive.
Made me feel really disheartened and made me feel like I was stupid, which just really wasn't cool. All of this just got me really frustrated, so I ended up just going to eBay and buying a genuine copy of Kali. If you decide to do this, just remember that Kali is classed as an illegal substance, so it could get you VAC banned if the authorities find out you're using it.
Oh, that's brilliant. You can actually, I didn't even think about it, but I guess you could buy Kali on eBay, or like thumb drives with Kali on it. I should start selling thumb drives with Kali on eBay. Shit. Walmart Logan Paul is better than Kali guy. Also, it's not Carly Ree. I found out Twitch is faster than Xbox YouTube, and Xbox YouTube is faster than PC YouTube. That's weird. Hackforums is around, but it's still some mismatch of slippery slope illegal software, and the site is probably pimped out to the FBI and Interpol. Probably is back banned, I know. That is beautiful.
Eventually it arrived. It looks like just any normal CD, but they
holy shit, someone actually like put effort into this. That's impressive.
Disguised it from being a hacker tool by putting a picture of a green penguin on the front, along with some gentlemen wearing various monochromatic coloured hats.
Just me, I'm British.
Only then did I realise that my laptop can't use CDs.
Alright, that was good. I like that. Once dual booted a bunch of Linux and macOS, where does Valve's anti-cheat thing come from in this video? I need a copy of that CD to mount on my wall. I do too. That's brilliant. I love it. Backband means you triggered Valve's anti-cheat algorithm. Oh.
To be honest, at this point, I really just considered giving up. I'd spent over $50 on a hacker disk that I couldn't even use.
$50? Jesus Christ.
And over $2.5 grand on a laptop that can't even do CDs. So for the rest of this video, I am going to have to...
What laptops do CDs these days? I have to wonder.
Put up with just using macOS. It's not ideal, though it has come to be my favourite Linux distro. Also, it does...
Okay, to be fair, Mac is technically a FreeBSD fork, so sure.
It does come with hacker software such as Terminal and TextEdit, so it's not a complete disaster.
And TextEdit, the most important hacker utility.
So now I'm ready to start hacking, though I'll need to get some hacker gear and set up my workspace. You'll know from the movies that hackers have multiple monitors. I spent all of my money on one 1440p 144Hz gaming monitor.
Jesus
It may
Christ.
cost me more than 3 lesser monitors, but it does have a way higher refresh rate, so my response times when hacking into mainframes is just going to be so much faster. Also,
Yes.
I paid $200 extra for the version with G-Sync, so I won't get screen tearing when typing really quickly.
Oh my god. Oh no. I'm sorry, DM9. I love that. That is beautiful. Well, it gets screen tearing when I'm typing really quickly. Perfect. It's exactly what it's for. It's really easy to install Linux alongside your operating system. Turn on USB or UEFI booting and insert your bootable USB and follow shit. It's true, yeah.
Though I haven't been able to figure out how to get G-Sync working on my MacBook. If you know how, please do let me know in the comments. To be a real hacker, you need to know how to use hacker hardware, So I figured I would let me know in the comments.
Hang on.
To be a real hacker, you need to know how to use hacker hardware.
Something Arduino.com, I think.
So I figured I would test my skills by
I can't capitalize my name. That's weird.
Making some USB dead drops. That means getting a bunch of USB sticks and leaving them lying around, and someone picks one up and puts it in their computer and opens the virus, bam, instantly pwned. So I went over to eBay and spent my entire student loan on 2,000 USB sticks.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Wait, that's your student loan? Fuck. Where are you getting all this goddamn money? $15,000. Or pounds, whatever. It's like $18,000, $20,000, something like that. Laptop is set to dual boot Fedora in Windows 10. It works.
They arrived, and I opened the box with intense trepidation.
Holy shit, he actually did goddamn buy. How much money does this dude have? Hang on a minute. 175,000 subscribers. How do you have this much money?
Though what's really annoying is that...
Holy shit.
The seller forgot to stick the actual electronics bit onto the USB connector, so they don't...
Oh, they're just USB connectors. I'm like, how is that? Never mind. I remember dead drops I came across one. It's dead broken. Someone leaves a USB killer for a dead drop. Makes bad USBs. Oh, Jesus.
When you plug them in, so all I have is a bunch of worthless connectors, I guess.
Okay, so those probably cost a lot less then. That's fine. I'm sitting here like, how the hell is he affording $15,000? No, it's just plain USB things, which is a lot cheaper.
He's not responding to my emails, and I obviously paid with Bitcoin because I'm trying to be a hacker, so I don't really know how I'm going to get my money back here. At this point, things really started to look bleak, though I figured I should at least try and learn how to do a programming, since hackers tend to do a lot of that. Using some YouTube tutorials, I learned up to if statements in Java, but everything after that seemed to get a bit tricky. But anyway, I figured I was at least a level 4 for programming, so I thought I should join a hacker gang.
It's level 4 programming. Ah, yes, perfect. Oh my god.
To put my skills to use and become at least a junior level hacker. I went and posted on various hacker sites, asking if any positions were available, though I didn't seem to have much luck. Anyway, hackers tend to be really politically active, so I changed my wallpaper to some great historical and current political heroes.
Oh no! I like the tunnel bear in the bottom, by the way. It's probably going to be a sponsor. Or was a sponsor.
Perhaps I'd be more accepted in the community if I came across as
more...
no! The best hackers tend...
And now the FBI is at my door.
...tend to be intellectuals of sorts, specifically very good at maths. So I thought I should open my mind and learn some of the great mathematical theories from great mathematicians such as Dijkstra, Newton, and Diane Abbott.
I love it. Comrade Stalin. Oh no. I don't think anyone uses dead drops anymore. They're all broken, non-functioning. Yeah, basically. Do you ever stream Battlefront? No.
Unfortunately, this entire exercise was all in vain, as I'm no closer to realizing my true hack potential. I was even forced to reinstall my OS after I accidentally opened the notorious ransomware Vim, which I was unable to get out of. So anyway, guys.
Oh, that was beautiful. Hang on. Somebody needs to clip that.
Unfortunately, this entire exercise was all in vain, as I'm no closer to realizing my true hack potential. I was even forced to reinstall my OS after I accidentally opened the notorious ransomware Vim, which I was unable to get out of.
That was beautiful. I still have this joke going on where I just, every time I look at Vim, I go, oh god, I can't. And then I have to close it.
So anyway, guys.
That was awesome. I love that.
I hope you learned from my mistakes, and maybe one day you can be a proper hacker, unlike myself. If you like this video, remember to give it a like, or 2. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already.
Alright, that was good. I like that. The notorious ransomware Vim. You didn't even ask for bitcoins. I couldn't. I still believe in dead drops. I still believe. Oh my god. I don't use dead drops frequently, but like in a few times I love the way the dead drops thing. Thank you so much for the subscribe, Camp. I don't know if you're watching. It's probably on YouTube, but thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh. Couldn't exit Vim. We're all with you there. I agree. We're all with you. None of us can exit Vim. We're all trapped here forever. To reinstall my OS. That was good. Oh. Oh god, that one killed me a little bit. So I have, by the way, a package coming in today. It should be today at some point from Amazon. It was actually supposed to be tomorrow, and I'm so super glad that they decided, hey, we're gonna bump it up about a day. And unfortunately, it looks like it's still out for delivery. Ah, that sucks. Yeah. But I do have a package coming in today that should actually improve the audio quality. Not that you care, but it'll be awesome. It won't peak quite as much, and you won't have to hear me killing myself. DM Knight, what's this video? Alright. Nope. Alright, we're gonna do one last video for tonight, and then we'll call it a stream, I think. So let's do this video that DM Knight has sent. Thank you so much, IP gentlemen. I appreciate it. Alright, what do we got? Is it possible to hack any computer or phone via URL? I got you. Alright, awesome. It's tomorrow here. What's living in the past like? I know. It's what New Zealand constantly says to the entire rest of the world, really. Alright. Let's take a look at this, and then we'll call it a night, I think. How can you share a video URL? Actually, I'm not sure how that happened. VIP on Twitch. Oh, right. VIP. That's a thing that exists. I set the tolerance as to be as low as possible, but it turns out that's still a thing that happens. Alright, I'm gonna say that this is probably just music, so we're gonna replace it with our own stream-friendly music. Alright, how to hack any computer with a URL from OA Cybersecurity Labs. Start with an HTTP tunnel via ngrok and port 8080. Start Metasploit. Use a multi-handler. Set your payload. Lhost, lport. Click URL. Boom. Your ngrok IP endport. Okay, fine. It's Prime, maybe? Oh, maybe. I think it's VIP. Or Prime. Shit, I'm not sure. That's strange. Password for junk pointer. Okay. So I'm assuming ngrok is just like a drive-by exploit kind of thing. Oh, Twitch Prime, yeah. Somebody sprung for Twitch Prime. Me too, and maybe a couple more people have VIP, yeah. A couple of people have VIP, which helps. Didn't realize I could share URLs because of Prime. Apparently, yeah. Shit, he's using Parrot. Hey! Okay. You can use any Android payload. Okay. I guess. It really depends. If you need to hack any phone via, Jesus Christ, via WhatsApp. Okay. Sword is Modbot, yep. Alright, so we're setting up a handler. Sublime text. Yeah, Sublime for the win. Okay. No. Why would you put that over important information that you're trying to, like, give? Like, directly over the thing that you're trying to do. Okay, so I guess ngrok.io is basically a free exploit thing, right? Or free exploit host, or payload host, or free redirection? ngrok.io. I guess it's redirection? Somehow? Okay. IoT bad gateway. That's a really good way to get someone to click off your site. Well, and Ngrok only does port forwarding. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so it's literally just... So Ngrok is just basically port forwarding, which you could do in your router anyway. And it's just a reverse shell. Okay, whatever. It's fine, it works. If you can get someone to actually download your friggin' malware, then sure, of course it works. That's how malware works. It's not a new exploit. It's not anything revolutionary, sadly. You download and run a program on your machine, provided the port of a network service, web server, yep. Connects to the Ngrok cloud service, which then accepts traffic on a public address and relays that traffic through the Ngrok process running on a machine and then onto the local address you specified. Yeah, that makes sense. It's IP forwarding for the people who don't have access to their routers. Sure. It works. If you can get someone to actually download and install your malware, then yes, you're going to be able to have malware on their machine. Duh, that's how that works. Actually, TCP packet sends to the port and he thought that was a connection. It's port forwarding, but with extra steps. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so if we take a look at this again, kind of quickly, it looks like you're right that I wasn't quite sure how he was getting a reverse shell from a web browser with Android there, but it looks like that he got a TCP packet from a web browser because a web browser is sending a TCP packet essentially directly to his Metasploit shell, and it or he thought it was a connection, I guess. Let's see again. Even though it's not actually a shell. So he created a listener, but yeah, it looks like it thought that there was a... Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. So he typed in ID and it just closed the... Oh, I get it. Yeah, it just closed the session because it's just a web browser and the web browser has no fucking idea how to handle that. Whatever just got spat out back into it. So yeah, that makes more sense. Someone needs something in the closet. Yeah, so that's beautiful. This is the greatest stream I've ever seen. Thank you. Yeah, that was fun. And he thinks he hacked. No, that is not hacking, sir. He tried. He tried to hack, but it was not successful. He tried oh so hard. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. Just to kind of give everybody some room to actually go to sleep because Daniel needs to go to fucking bed. Because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning where he is right now. Damn it, Daniel. Thank you, this was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. So good night, Dan. Yes, good night, Dan. You absolute mad lad. I know, it's beautiful. But yeah, we're gonna call it here for now, and I will see you next stream. We're gonna probably do some Arduino stuff later on. We'll definitely do more of this YouTube stuff. Everyone seems to enjoy it. But good night, good day, whatever it is for you. Yeah, enjoy. Good night, Daniel. Good night, all, or good evening, all, or just 3 a.m. Okay, only 3 a.m. Or have a good rest of your day and or evening and or night and or morning. Enjoy. I have to sleep till it's 8 a.m. here. Jesus. Don't have too much fun. Bye. I wasn't prepared for this. Bye.